Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons actual play live stream, where the thing that kind of sets us apart is that we have 8 players playing 2 characters each. Not all at the same time, don't worry about that. They each have 2 characters, so there are 4 character groups with 4 characters each. Tonight, we begin our week of the knights, because we go back and forth between knights and adventurers, and tonight we have the Knights of the Order of the Lion's Hope. And I'm going to have our knights introduce themselves. So first up, we have Marcus.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I have a mouthful of pizza right now.
Sorry.
I play Marcus, the druid, Circle of the Moon druid, halfling character who doesn't have pizza in his mouth.
Oh, I was about to say that he does, so thank you for catching me before I could do that. After Marcus, we have Merahim.
Hi, I'm Ian Donovan Highland. I am playing Merahim, the half nothing. He's full tiefling divination wizard.
That's right. After Merahim, we have Akca.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and I play Akca. He is the Way of the Open Hand monk, half-orc, but unlike other monks, he's a strong boy and not a fast boy.
And after Akca, we have Althea.
I am Connor Tollins, and I am playing Althea Nilo, the half-elven sorceress, the Storm Soul sorceress, who is now multi-classed into a warlock.
That's right. Okay, then there we go. We've got everybody. And so to catch up our viewers, the Order of the Lion's Hope is a knightly order in the Hallandor Empire. They serve the Emperor, but they are sort of the inheritors of a legacy of defending the specific town that they are based out of. They have a few bases, but they are mainly based out of Lysere. Yeah, your token's not up there. I need to move your token. But they are specifically in the city of Lysere. Their headquarters is right here, right where this A is. Our lions, the lions as they are referred to, have just finished a assignment that they were given very quickly by their commander Norik to root out a group of masked people, sort of a vague organization called the White Masks, who had brought a bunch of statues in a statue garden back to life. They killed one of the people responsible and captured the other, and are going to take her back to be interrogated. They also found what seems to have drawn these people to the statue garden, a chest with something real inside of it once it was opened. A long thread of light. Not gold, the color of light, but light. And you all carrying her back is where we will resume. You all make it to the Temple of Tyr once more, very quickly, moving through the town with your unconscious, tied-up wizard slung over your back. Not your wizard. Your wizard's very much conscious. Merahim, you're awake. But you walk into the sort of entrance to the Temple of Tyr. And we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, baby. I'm gonna move.
Are you two all right?
Back to the start.
Whoa!
There you go. Are you talking to the guards when you say that?
Hey everyone, what's up?
Are we having an audio problem?
Wait, who were you talking?
I was talking to y'all, but I couldn't. Nobody responded. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the guards. My bad.
I did too.
I was asking the 2 people that got their asses kicked. I mean, I kind of got my ass kicked too, but Y'all fully got hurt. I was like, "Are you good?"
Something seems off about the whole thing. I've nearly died before, and it wasn't like when Marcus gets me back. And it isn't like the time when a surgeon had to revive me. It was like I was fully gone, and instead of feeling myself being pulled back, it was like I was just instantly returned. I don't know how to describe this metaphysical stuff.
Yeah, she'll be all right though. And I kind of pat Akca, probably on his like calf muscle. I don't think I can reach much higher than that. And I'll say, we all kind of have that risk, of dying or living, and we made it through though.
And I'm pretty beat up too, actually. So
I do have some wonderful literature on the philosophy of the afterlife and mortality, if you would like to peruse that.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I think that. Oh, look, it's Ellen. Yeah. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Betsy. It's And then I stop. I stop myself. Yeah, we just got a prisoner here. I thought we'd go on in, bring him, for questioning.
Of course. Hey, it's me, Alan, from earlier.
Yeah, no, we went over that, Alan. We don't have to
that the bird
introduce.
was coming.
We don't have to introduce each other anymore. That's the conversation that we had last time.
Right, I felt a little aggressive about it, though, so I was just trying to make sure you and I were all right.
Oh yeah, no.
We're good. So, do you mind if we search her for weapons?
Yes, please do. She's tricky.
Betsy! And she runs over. And the two of
We have
them.
anti-magic cells, correct?
Yeah, we have a few shackles besides, so even if we were full up, which we aren't, we could hold her in. Yeah. Alright. Looks like she's fine. Betsy says, you can take her to the commander.
Let's bring it.
Return to their posts.
Yeah. We're pretty buggered, actually, Alan. So I know that we talked about maybe going out for a drink, but, we really need that drink. So if you want to join us, I think that's where we're going to go after we drop her off.
My shift's done in 20 minutes, so...
Yes, I think that would be wonderful for all of you. You should go. I think I'm going to stay and do some investigation.
I think that we're moving.
Yeah, I think we're all.
You all
heading
sort
on
of bust through the headquarters, making it very quickly to Commander Norik's office.
I'm gonna stay back with Marahim.
Okay.
Do you mean just hang back as you all are walking, or are either of you not going into his office?
Oh, I'm going into the office.
Oh, I thought Marahim was saying that he wasn't going in. Never mind.
No. I'm saying that I'm not going drinking.
Then you all enter
Okay.
Commander Norik's office. The door is propped open, with a small brick. It's like a fire brick from the 1920s.
Commander?
Hello. Yes. You've returned. Good. Oh, shit. What was that?
We never got a name from her, right?
I
looked back at the others. I was like, did anyone catch a name?
Yeah, nah, I didn't catch a name. I don't think so.
I'm rolling.
I just caught a few swords.
Rolling history.
14. You overheard the name Lady Asnora, I think.
A very recent history check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short-term history check.
I mean, that's what history. That's what would cover player forgetting, right?
I don't The fun thing about this game is that I have 4 campaigns, so I don't remember if you heard her name or not.
Yeah,
So
that's why I rolled.
It's Lady Asnora.
I think her name was Nora. I think I overheard her and the gent we had to put down saying such. She's slippery though. Do not
She's
put her in a cage with a lock, and do not put her in a cage that isn't sealed through magic.
She's kind of beginning to stir. Like, she's still unconscious, but she's kind of...
Can I take, like, a dagger out and just smack her on the head again?
Sure.
Re-knock her back out? Like, not... obviously just with, like, the pommel of the dagger. The hilt of it.
Right, well, I would have liked to interrogate her now, with you all here, if that's alright.
Oh, sorry.
She doesn't hit her very hard. It's like more of a love tap.
Sure. And son of a bitch. Commander Norik gets up. He gets a chair that Roll20 will not let me turn. There we go. And it's normal sized.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it's because the thing shows up where the like health markers are.
Oh.
And he indicates to set her down.
Well, I know I'm not carrying her.
Yeah, I'm sure Akca.
I've placed her where Akca is when you all are.
Yeah, I can move her over to it.
Yeah.
And I'll help him because he looks pretty beat up, I think. So I'll like do my best to like drag her like foot, I guess, while Akka's.
Yeah, I've got one hand on one foot. Marcus has like one foot on his shoulder.
All right, and you all set her down, and Norik taps her, like basically just like cups her shoulder, like a little rough, like it would probably like it would be like you see your buddy at a bar and he does it to you, and it's like affectionate, but it's like, oh wow, I'm awake, and kind of shakes her, and you see her just wake up, like one of the cuts on her face just like closing a little bit, like scabbing really quickly. She looks around at you all. Dogs.
Cats. What is that? What is that even supposed to mean? Dogs are lovely creatures. Isn't that right, Marcus?
Yeah, well, I think that they were bears, actually.
That's true, there were bears. Were you thinking of the bears?
She tries to break out of her ropes. She cannot, because they were tied very tightly, if I recall.
I'm gonna grab her head and just force her face to face the commander and say, focus.
He steps up and turns to you all and says, you all have actually met these people. Do you have any questions before I start?
What's the golden thread?
She just looks at you.
I mean, I already know it can make us a bit, wiser, so fess up.
She's just looking at Marahim.
Well, I'm holding her head so that she can't turn.
Oh, that's right. Well, her eyes are over towards Marahim. I guess she's literally opposite of Marahim, so she's looking at like Marcus.
Would you like to speak, or do you need help with that?
I have no interest in betraying Lady Naya.
Can I hit her again?
No, Althea.
Yeah, who's this Naya that you keep talking about? We met some of those what were they called, adjudicators earlier, and then there were these people that came on boats, and they tried to, rough us up a little bit, and now we have you here, and you just always seem to be popping up around, and I don't really quite understand what's going on. So, yeah, what's the whole deal with this Naya character?
If you met an adjudicator, I doubt you would be alive. Unless
No,
you met one in a very good mood.
He was actually quite a charming fellow. We had helped him, and he allowed us to peruse as much as we wanted of the castle. He just asked that we give him his space while he did his job. That's frankly quite upsetting. The most upsetting part about this is that he seemed to be in charge of your people, and yet he had no qualms with us.
Adjudicators are not in charge. The echelons are in charge.
Can you spell
Naya,
that
and
for
she
me?
tries to turn her head, is the oldest living god in this world.
I'm
And
gonna
she-
leap through the book when she says that. The journal that I took.
Okay.
Keep going. I'm just saying I'm pulling that out and I'm looking.
Yeah, and she shall rule the world again.
Now, Naya, what is she the god of again?
Vengeance.
Vengeance. Interesting.
A world ruled by vengeance sounds like a very unpleasant place, if you ask me.
No, it will be paradise.
I don't
But,
know. Sounds boring.
And if you think about it, if everyone's just out for vengeance, it's a never-ending cycle of violence, and sometimes we just, want to take a rest, kick up my feet.
She is the goddess of vengeance. That does not mean she only deals in revenge. When the old gods ruled, the world was perfect. And then it was
Yeah, but
taken
you don't really
from
know
them.
that, do you? Because you're kind of young compared to the old gods, because they're all old,
He does have a point.
Yeah.
I have been shown the truth. The echelons. They can put your mind back.
Was it through a puppet show?
Oh, yeah, that was a great puppet
I've
show.
learned some things from puppet shows.
Yeah, lots of great exposition in those puppet shows.
I will not listen to Lady Naya be mocked.
Well, to be fair, I don't know enough about Lady Naya to mock her. I was simply mocking you.
Very well.
It might be worthwhile if you are so adamantly correct in your belief, then why not explain to us so that we might also agree?
Because I know that symbol. She looks at Commander Norik's pauldron. A new god. And she grits her teeth when she says new. A lie. You will try to stop us. You already have tried to stop us. If it were not for your oaths, you would be trying to stop us at the Temple of Kastarash.
What's at the Temple of Kastarash of any value to anyone? That's a bunch of dead men walking about.
Then why the interest in stopping us? Why are your gods positioned outside?
Our gods are positioned outside because we serve the city, we serve the Emperor, and your men have murdered citizens.
Fair point. And many more will die.
Perhaps if you had just
Restore
asked
Lady Naya.
for whatever you were looking for, it is, after all, a temple, and not one with anything of particular value in there.
Can I ask a question real quick? is there some kind of a deal that could be struck that you could have your old god back and you not have to kill people, and then nobody would try and kill you or your people?
If everyone submits, yes.
Submits what? Like a permission slip in writing, or what are we talking about?
If every worshipper of every new god agrees that they're wrong, and that Naya.
But see, why
Well, that would be as hard as trying to get you to admit that you're wrong.
Also, why does there have to be a wrong worship? It's people's choice, whoever they want to,
Because the new
bow
gods
down
have
to.
the new gods have perverted the world.
Care to elaborate?
Before mortals made mistakes and dreamed up new gods, life was beautiful. Everyone who survived was strong. Everyone who was born was strong. Life was spent seeking self-improvement and creating beautiful and large things. I have seen the citadels of the old gods, what we once did in their name. Now, cities like this, a pile of trash with municipal codes. It was taken from us by fools who decided to reject the gifts of the first beings in our world. Even my own gods. She's a dwarf, by the way. I said that last session, but I haven't reminded you. Even my own gods rejected.
Sorry, this person or the god?
This person.
Okay.
Even my own gods rejected Lady Naya.
If she was the first god, how is she the goddess of vengeance?
She was not the first. She is among the first.
Ah, she is the oldest yet living.
Yeah, I don't like municipal codes either. Here, Akca, I'm going to go get a drink real quick in the cafeteria. It's just right over there. Does anybody else want anything? Commander Norik? Mirahim?
Arsenic.
Arsenic, yeah. I don't think they serve that, actually, but I'll ask. Anyone else? No?
Yeah,
All right.
I would love a cup of red, please.
Nora
Oh,
just
great,
says
yeah.
tea.
Tea. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just be right back then. And I'm going to head out the door and get some drinks for everyone.
Okay.
Perhaps it would be of some service for you to just explain what it is you are trying to accomplish.
The death of all the new gods. Gods like your god.
Seems a bit excessive. Althea whispers that to Merihim.
Do the gods even exist in the physical world, or what's the deal?
Is that you asking me out of character?
Yeah.
Depends on the religion.
Okay.
Like in Kushantrianism over in Ursamer or Unkul, he's in a whole different place. Ashura Mazdan, that god. In Hallandor, right here, the 12 major gods do live in the real world.
Oh, so you can go give him a visit.
I mean, it would be you would die on the way.
Okay.
That's kind of the belief.
Gotcha. Have you seen one of these new gods?
Yes?
What? Really? What did they look like?
It was the Yornish god of storms. I saw him as he grew weaker and weaker still.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but Marahim would. Bjorgrun?
Hmm?
Bjorgrun?
Where are you reading that from?
The Bolero War of the Flame.
Oh, that's like a ancient god name. Like
Oh.
the forward of that book is basically like, hey, listen, any of the names that I use, they are probably like, they are a relative to when that book was written, which is ancient for you, but for when that book was written, this is like, hey, this is like a new name.
Okay. I think he would still point at it because that's
Yeah.
the book that I had out.
Stormbeard.
Stormbeard.
Wait, Stormfather.
And what?
I think is his name.
Stormfather. What was your experience like with Stormfather?
Well, to be perfectly honest, we were on our way to ensure his demise, but someone beat us to it. It's a stroke of luck. We watched as the Ryoth and his army fell upon a hidden village of giants. They slaughtered any of them that they found. A few got away. Enough got away that the Stormfather was still alive. And he appeared, and he, with a simple wave of his hand, created a storm that blew the soldiers of the Ryoth away. But the Ryoth stood. He and that hammer. And I watched a god run away. Back into the clouds. And now, he's dead. Not killed by a mortal hand, but the death of the giants. And so it shall be with Tytir, is it? And Norik, you just see his eyes narrow a bit.
I'll peek my head through the door and I say, well, some call him Tider, actually.
I don't believe that's true, and Norik says it isn't.
What of your friend? How did it? What I would know what to call what I am, right? What's like the term for someone who's like born with the spirits of some kind?
It's spirit-born.
What was a spirit born and his wayward sister dealing with the goddess Naya?
Spirits were brought here by the old gods. They owe it to them. Even dragons, they were made by the gods as we are, but they are different. Spirits, owe the old gods a great debt. Many simply choose to ignore it.
Norris, do you have any questions for this individual?
Yes, my questions come at the end.
Althea?
No. She's kind of just standing there with her arms crossed, listening. I don't think so. I mean, everything she said just kind of really gets under my skin. So I guess if I do have a question, I'm gonna look at the captain. Could I hit her now?
Not yet.
Maybe I got wrapped up in trying to keep track of all the history and just diving into it. But did she answer the question about the threads of light that you asked?
She is not.
No, she didn't.
What about those light threads that came out of that giant chest box? What is it, and why won't you answer it?
Because you will not have it very long.
Well, that doesn't make our curiosity less.
Then try and figure out what it does on your own.
Where is the thread?
I think
like,
I had it.
looking at you too.
I think it's probably on my hip. I think I was the one who was holding it when we left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Alethea has it.
And I use it to choke her.
Whoa.
Yeah, if you ask for it, I'll hand it over.
Does it, like, if I lasso people with it, will they tell the truth?
Doesn't seem like it. As you choke her and she goes,
Oi, come, Akca.
yeah, Norik says, Akca, that's enough.
Sorry, I once read a picture book where something like that worked.
Yes, Lady Diana, I've read it.
Is that one of the old gods?
She might be. Who knows? Captain Norik doesn't laugh.
Alright, I give the threads back to you.
Are you all
I think-
done?
By now, I'll have come back and I'll give everyone their drinks.
Trying to remember what there was an item that I took off of her. The gloves.
There were gloves that she had.
Yes. You got them. They have like whetstone material on their fingers.
Yeah, they basically just added damage to
They
a
give
hit.
like a +1 to any missile weapons that you touch with them. So like crossbow bolts, arrows, daggers, javelins.
Gotcha.
The idea being that it's like a whetstone that you apply. You like sharpen just the edge of your.
Yeah,
dagger
as you're
before throwing
holding it, basically. Okay, cool. And I know that there was the +1 longsword, but that didn't do anything special.
I mean, it's a +1 longsword. That's pretty special.
Oh no, but like it didn't do anything like
No, it didn't have any magic in it.
crazy. Yeah. I just want to make sure that there was nothing else for me to ask her about. I don't.
Would those work on, like-
a Gilhas? The statue of a Gilhas. Why was he fighting with us and not for you?
To be honest, I don't know. Palgius just went around picking statues at random. I'm guessing
Why would-
most of the statues working with us looked like his enemies.
Interesting.
When she says that name, I'm going to say... Actually, I do have a question now. Who is Adelaide?
That fool's lover.
Is she like one of you guys? Is she someone
Oh, no,
else?
she's in a different organization. Palgius is our main... He deals with them. None of us wish to speak with them very often.
And what is this order?
I don't have any love for them, but I don't have any interest in revealing anything about them either.
I'm a punch her in the face.
Oh my god, you guys!
Okay.
It's
Make
like
a-
bad cop over
Make
here.
a roll a d20 with advantage,
Roll a d20 with advantage. Okay.
and add your. No, don't add anything. You're a sorcerer or warlock. You're not accustomed to punching. One more time.
That's one. Yeah. Let's see what it is. Oh man, just a 6. I don't even get to add like my strength or anything.
But roll with advantage.
13.
Okay, she, Akka is holding her face in place, and you punch just above his hand so that you don't make any contact with Akka. You do 1 point of damage, and she is unconscious.
Oh.
It's fine.
Oh,
And Norik just, like,
She
shakes
was
her.
that low.
And Norik just shakes her, and she wakes up.
Althea, maybe you should step outside.
Hold on.
Alright.
What's that order now?
Fuck you.
Well, I think it's time that the commander gets to ask his questions.
Yes. And he grabs, like, he says, Akka, if you please.
Uh, what is he asking?
He looks like he's trying to grab her face,
Oh yeah, I'll let go.
and he grabs her and makes her look up into his eyes, and he says, "You're going to tell me the truth." And she looks up and says, "It appears so." Where is your next target in Hallandor? And you can see it looks like she's trying to fight something. A ways off. Seldimus. There is something below the lake hidden. Seldimus? Fuck. And he says, "What is it?" And she says, Alcibiades. And then it just seems like something shudders through her, and she goes limp, and her skin, like, immediately turns pale.
Did she just die?
Fuck. Whoever Lady Nye is, it seems like she can kill people based on a fucking word. Shit.
I didn't hear a word. What? Anaka's looking around the room.
Yeah, don't make him say it, because then he might die too.
I don't intend to say it. I feel as if it was a signifier of where she was. Maybe she was asking for it, or maybe she knew that simply by saying the word she would die. But I would suggest if any of you heard it, don't say it. I'm going to...
I remember it, right? Like, I remember what she said?
I mean, if you heard it, yeah. I think you all heard it. I think you all remember.
I'm gonna write it down.
Okay.
Can I, like, write it in a code or something?
Yeah, you take the next word in the alphabet and write it down.
Yeah.
What are you writing over there, Miriam?
A keepsake.
No, I was just trying to get Miriam to accidentally say it.
Well, thank you.
Why do you think I'm writing it down?
I'm going to have her body, I don't know, fucking burned and the ashes scattered in different countries. Right.
Seems like a lot of effort for somebody that's taken care of.
Yeah, she just got mixed up with a bad crowd, I think.
I don't want her waking up anywhere. And he tears his drawer, like a drawer, almost out of the desk that he has. And he says, "Thank you all for dealing with Statue Garden. Here." And he pulls out 40 platinum and slams it on the desk.
Just what we need to go drinking. Oh, by the way, and I'm gonna put the card down that has the address for that something Phoenix. It's Gardo's card.
Yeah, the Crimson Eagle Princess.
Crimson Eagle Prince ring. And I'm gonna ask him, is this something you've heard of before?
I have, yeah. It's a fight ring.
That's what I thought.
Why do you have this?
It was on somebody that we beat up.
Anything else?
We have the love note. One of us has it.
There are a
I think
few.
I have it, because I have it written down at least.
Yeah, I have access to that. The Crimson Eagle Prince.
So, okay, you all do have the love note. None of you said I tear it up, so one of you has it. You can show it to him if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. So you show it to him and he reads it very quickly. Really quickly. It's like he's a speed reader. He says, "Huh. The Black Narrow. I thought that was a myth. Akca, feel free to say no, but I think Akca makes you all the best squad to handle this.
What's that? I enter in the tournament, win it, and then they all lose their money because I take all of their prize pool?
No, I just think I'd like you all to investigate this, and in case a cover is necessary, we have a prize fighter. So the 4 of you can go as Akka's team and try and figure out what's going on, what this masquerade is.
Yeah, Akca, are you sure that you want to do that? You know, you kind of have that in your past that's behind you now?
And feel free to say no.
Well, fighting in general was in my past for a long time, but I think it's better than fighting these spirit-born and giant wizards of chaos and these old god cultists. I'd rather just fight another person fist to fist.
Oh, yeah.
It almost seems fun and novel at this point.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You think they're going to let us, though, fight without magic? Or, I kind of put up my hands, and I'm not much for my fists here. They're better when they're pulse.
Oh, I doubt that
You could
anyone but Akca will have
be
to
my
fight.
corner crew.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Miriam, you'll have to be a card girl.
Althea's gonna bounce from foot to foot with her fists up. She'll be like, "If you need a tag team partner."
Well, you did just KO someone like a minute ago, so possibly. If it gets too hard, I'll tag you in.
Well, if you all wouldn't mind investigating this tomorrow, and any leads that you have, no matter how hot, if this masquerade, if anything is happening immediately after tomorrow, another team is going to handle it, because you all deserve some rest. So, investigate this tomorrow, and then 4 days of off time.
Yeah, all right then. We have the night too, so I think I'm gonna head out there into the cafeteria, get another drink, maybe go out, collect Alan and my other friend Alan, and yeah. Anyways, see you, Commander Norik. Good luck with her, and I'll start heading out the door.
Yep. And Marcus exits through the door. And everybody else, do you follow, or does anybody have anything they want to say to Norik?
I have something that I want to say to Norik, and I'm probably gonna put my hand on Merihim's shoulder. Like asking him to wait without saying anything.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Akca leaves.
Commander Norik,
Yes, Althea.
there is, one other thing that happened back in the statue museum. Marcus and Akca went down. Merihim and I were the only ones to see this, but that was a guy that we fought.
Caladrius restored them.
Yeah.
Galadriel?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah,
He appeared to us in a illusionary image, and brought both of them back.
that doesn't make a lot of sense.
He said that his goals aligned with ours in that moment. Whatever is happening, we know that Caladrius is trying to create a new world. We need to find out
Right.
if these folks are trying to recreate the old, and just what that process would be.
That's what it sounds like. We have someone trying to rule this world and turn it into the past, and one person trying to create a new world. So, I guess the future is fucked. If either of them gets their way, this world doesn't have any chance of tomorrow. Thank you. I found a little bit out. I had a messenger send something out. The reason that Caladrius was made a target, his participation in a secret order that, to be honest, some members of our order are members of as well. The Fangs of the Jackal. Caladrius was a member, as was his father. And apparently something he did went against their rules, or he might have just made somebody mad. But someone slipped up, and his name showed up on a list. So Julius Sextus came to us and ordered he be killed.
So he made an enemy of the Fangs of the Jackal.
Maybe. Might have been a rogue member, might have been a mistake. I don't know. But I know that a lot of people with power in the Empire, particularly Sextus, want that group gone.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Which members of our order?
That's their business.
Fair enough.
To make a insight check.
Yeah. I mean, I assume Norris.
Well, make an insight check. Yeah, he is one. You can see a twinkle in his eye and a slight smile, even though he's got a dead body in his office.
Well, as long as they maintain their discretion.
Everything will be fine.
Uncle Merihim, do you mind if I have a quick word with Commander Norris alone?
By all means.
My name is Commander Norick, by the way.
Oh.
The two of you, I've noticed, have some trouble with sea sounds.
Oops.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It might just be that people in this world don't pronounce C sounds very well, but who am I to judge? Yes, Merihim, I'll speak with Althea.
I step outside.
Commander, I don't mean to draw suspicion on my own team, but as the position I hold, it's also not something that I think could be overlooked. We do know that Caladrius has the ability to put souls in people's bodies. Would you like me to keep an eye on Marcus and Akca?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Something Ben hadn't considered. Based on that, ooh.
I think so. And I and Merihim as well.
You got it.
Thank you, Althea.
Wait,
And
wait,
Althea.
there's an eye on Merihim. Yes.
And he takes out another 10 platinum
Oh. Ooh.
for
Okay.
being proactive.
Thank you, sir. But when he did say an eye on Merihim, her heart fell a little bit. But in her head, she's also thinking, American's fine.
Mhm. Okay, and then you are dismissed.
Oh, one last thing, Commander.
Oh, yep.
Know of any place where one could come across a little magic dagger?
There are a few shops in town.
That's what we have in reserves in the archives.
I'll check.
Thank you. She'll just walk out.
Right. Okay. And now, do you all want to roleplay getting drinks?
I'm not gonna get drinks. I'm gonna spend this time getting making those spells, putting them into my spell book, and start the research stuff that I was gonna look into.
Okay.
I'm not particularly interested in role playing. I don't know about you, Bots, or Connor too. I mean, I know you mentioned it that you wanted to go out.
Yeah, I'm down to go out.
No, most of it's gonna be Akca just telling stories of like old fights or how he met the animals that he's soulbound with.
Nice.
And actually, I think he's going to be walking around with his, if they're allowed to go indoors, he's going to be walking around with his Fang soulbound, which is his orangutan Clyde.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
I think he is because I think this is already something that you have had to do, Akca. You have Fang, or what's his name? Sorry,
Clyde.
Clyde has a shirt that you have bought for him so that he can go in places. So he is walking around in a shirt.
We have matching Aladdin vests.
Yeah, so Clyde is with you. And at one point, the only other important thing that happens is you do hear somebody talking about that guy in the blue jacket who keeps just walking up to people and asking them if they want to go into the Temple of Death to fight people. Like, he just overheard that he's just walking up to people and asking them point blank. Okay, and so what did you specifically want to research tonight, Ian?
I think this first night I wanted to research, and I got the researcher background feature, whatever that can get me. But I want to look into what that statue was that was at the museum, and like what that string could possibly be.
Okay. Yeah, so what you eventually find is that is a statue that is about a myth that you have a book of right now, The War of Flame. It is simply called The Box, is the name of the piece. And the story behind it is a lesser myth that when the old gods were killed, the items that a few of them carried were so storied that they were all hidden in separate places. But one of the new, rulers made by the war decided he was going to keep one. And so he put it in a box and had it taken around his kingdom so that nobody else could come and steal it.
So those items were held by old gods, you said, or?
Yes, items held by the old gods. They were feared because it was like, well, what if they can come back because those things still exist? So we're gonna chuck this this mirror that this god had into the bottom of the ocean. Stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so
Okay, cool.
you basically get that, and the myth none of the description of the statue, the description of the myth doesn't mention which item it is, because you feel like that's not what the myth is trying to convey. It's more of a myth of greed and then the paranoia that exists from greed.
Okay, cool.
But if you want to research into the thread, I would say that is connected enough that you could try to find something.
Yeah, I think I will. Can I use my it's not a great portent, but it's good enough. Can I use my second portent? It's an 11 plus. I would assume if it's Arcana or History, it would be a plus 8.
Yeah, I'd say it's Arcana.
Okay, so a 19 total.
Yeah, so the cool thing about the history book that you got, which is the Bolero, the War of Flame, and for anybody watching, I'm going to tweet out a link to a Google Doc with the 2 texts that are now in the journal. But what's interesting about it is all of these things that I have listed are just like the way that I wanted to write it for this thing, but there is actually like kind of an account, and then each of these things has like all of the references that he used. So like the oral histories and the written histories. And so when it talks in very passing detail that the first god killed the god of love that was killed by an old goddess of love, it mentions in very passing that she wove threads of light. And you were able to go to a library and you were able to find one of the, like a book that has several myths, and one of them is the one that was referenced there. And what you find is that this is the thread of fate. And so with a complete understanding of it, it makes one wiser and makes them harder to hit. And once someone has really bonded with it and really understands it, like deeper than just what it does, you are actually able to pull allies of yours through time to ensure that they do not get hurt.
Whoa, that is not a good thing for Althea to have her hands on.
But she does. We smash cut to Althea flossing with it.
Wait, really quick, just, I don't know if you have any of that written down. I'm just trying to make a quick note. Spoke about her being able to, like, weave light together, basically? That was what it was? And was it the goddess, the new god that was killed, or the old god that was killed that was able to do this?
New god was killed. It was the old god that was able to do this. So it just mentions in very passing in Bolero's history that she wove threads of light through the air as they fought. What this is the thread of fate. Like once you find in the myth, it brings up that it's the thread of fate. She used this to, improve her own belief, make herself harder to hurt, and make her allies harder to hurt by literally pulling them through time. And I will put that in the chat.
Okay, cool.
What do you mean that's a bad thing for Althea to have?
I think after reading that, Marihim closes the book very slowly, puts it back on the shelf, and runs out of the library as fast as he can to try and find wherever Althea is.
Oh, and it gives me a +1 to my AC?
Yes. Right now, whoever is using it, and it requires attunement at the moment, you get +1 to wisdom and a +1 to AC. So whoever has it, has that. And then I'm putting in the half damage for allies as a reaction.
What? Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. So
that's not unlocked.
You sprint to a tavern, and it's not the one that your friends are in. They went to a different tavern tonight.
Wait. Can I roll an intelligence check for that?
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe the tavern that I do my partying at will be the one that's connected to this fight ring. Am I assuming incorrectly that that's what it is? It's like a.
It is actually not in a fight ring, but there is one on There is a fight ring on Dead Man's Ward if you wanted to go there to kind of like scout it out.
Well, I mean that's the thing that we'll research together, right?
Yeah, like that's the assignment for tomorrow, kind of.
Then never mind.
Okay. Yeah. Then intelligence. Okay, the second tavern you check is the one that they're at.
right, but I assume that researching took a little while at least. So whatever you guys are doing in the meantime.
Althea went out with him, and she's been nursing a drink, but she's not actually drinking it. And she keeps she's just keeping an eye on Akca right now.
Okay,
She's listening to the
Okay.
listening to the stories, and she's making sure that he's telling ones that she knows, to make sure that, like, because she doesn't know if he can put memories in, like, if someone else's soul goes in someone else's body, she kind of assumes they wouldn't have their memories. So if she's like bringing up things that they've been through together and seeing if he fills in the right details.
Yeah.
And she'll say something wrong to see if he'll correct her, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Nathaniel, I will let you decide how many of them Akca corrects.
Maybe like 1 or 2, but after a while he just doesn't care enough because he's mostly trying to tell his own stories because he's extremely drunk, and second, his orangutan is very distracting because like it crawls around him, and like if it doesn't like a part of my story, it'll do that like raspberry sound with its lips and tongue like at my face, and it's constantly wanting more to drink, so I have to keep getting it rounds to drink.
Oh no, she's not telling the story. She's like, she'll start up like a story that you guys share, so that you'll start telling it, and she'll like interject with something like, "Oh wait, wasn't it like this?" And you're like, "No." And she's not doing it much. She does it here and there because she doesn't want it to be obvious.
Oh, then yeah, I would either correct it or I would make it even more ridiculous. So like, if you say something that seems like it's making it sound more grand, he'll just go with that and run with it and make it even bigger. So if you're like, and then we killed 10 guys, and I'll be like, no, it's 20 guys.
Which seems on brand for Akca, so she's not really worried about those ones.
Okay, you're never gonna believe this. Look who just walked in the door. It's Uncle Merahim. Uncle Merahim, you never come out and drink with us. How's it going? Come on, here, you can finish this.
Okay, so he looks like the Giles guy from Buffy whenever Giles fucking researches something. It's like, let's get Buffy. His glasses are askew. His hair is all fucked up. It's like, I know that you're all having a wonderful time, but Althea, can we talk over in the corner really quickly, please?
You gotta have a drink first. Akka's just in the middle of this story. Akka, keep going.
Yeah, have a drink, Uncle Merahim. That was
Yeah,
Alan,
see,
the
Alan's
guard.
here. He loves it.
Alan, hello. Okay, fine. I'll grab a drink. Can I get one port, please? Thank you.
We
Okay.
don't serve port, sir.
Can I get?
Yeah, you
All right. Well,
probably just want to
look
order
at the menu. And I'm gonna go. He's gonna go over to the bar and look at their menu.
What's the menu?
Do you have wine?
We've got something like wine.
All right. Can I taste that, please?
Yeah, sure. And she runs back. She pours a bottle of something into a cup and then brings it back to you. I'll be 2 silver, please.
Sips it gingerly first.
It is disgusting.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on it to make it taste like a Kabsaf, and put the 2 silver down and say, I feel like you might be getting cheated with that one. You should talk to your brewer.
Oh, really? All right.
How much is 10 platinum worth again? I'm trying to do the...
1 platinum is 10 gold.
Oh, so we were given 100 gold. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got 40, so you got 400 gold, so 100 gold each. If that was what you meant. I'm sorry that I corrected you. I'm sorry.
Also, in our last session, we found 400 gold pieces, so that's 125 split 4 ways.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so it's 125 gold.
Oh wait, no. That's just 100. I'm sorry. There's 4 of us. Ignore me. I'm stupid. That's 100 gold each.
Okay.
So 200 gold total from this past thing. So
Wait, and so just to make sure I don't have like a crazy amount more gold than everyone else, how much gold does everyone have right now?
I only have like, before I take out for my spells, I only have like 645.
Only? Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so I'm in the right
I was gonna
ballpark. Okay.
Yeah, because I have 344.
Okay, good.
Whoa, I have 261. How does everyone else have so much?
Well, that's counting that 10 platinum that we just added.
Well, the youths are bad at managing their money.
Yeah,
They should teach that in
would,
high
if
school.
Althea
you
would
know.
stop buying avocado toast.
Yeah, exactly. Avocado is the.
Well, actually, that's not including the 20 platinum that I just got. Including the 20 platinum, I have 461.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But
Yeah. All right.
before
Okay.
the
Double
platinum.
off.
Wait, I thought you guys.
I was
didn't you
including
say you had, like,
including the 10 platinum and the 100 gold.
and you have how much?
With that, I have like 645, but that's before I
Yeah.
take out for the spell.
And I do think that you, Althea, I think that you were the one who
You
bought
bought
those
stuff.
potions. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think like that's
Yeah.
the contributing
Yeah,
factor.
so that all makes sense. All right, cool.
That's true. Okay,
I just felt like I had a lot of gold, and I wanted to make sure that I was in the right. I didn't already add it in or something.
Yeah, you
So,
can
awesome.
still
Yeah.
do favors for other stuff.
Yeah.
That we talked about.
Also,
And-
you guys
Just a
are all
quick-
old as shit, and I'm a 22-year-old. So.
I do have a quick question on the actual like order in terms of, I don't think any of us use throwing weapons, right? So like, I feel like we should. Except maybe Akca. Does Akca want the gloves? Well, he already has gloves, so he can't even use them.
Yeah,
I do have.
You could.
I'm gonna
sell
sit. I'm gonna sit down at the table and be like, first things first. Why don't we talk about magic magic items that we have acquired that we might need to distribute either to other members of the order or through selling so that we can afford more things. Alan, you would probably know this, being a member of the order and not one of the PCs. Is there a system that we have in place where we can
What's it?
deliver items that we find so that and be compensated by either similar items more suited to ourselves or through wealth in order to buy such things that might be more accustomed to our character?
Well, I don't know what a PC is, but and you can see that he's pretty drunk. I know that if you don't know anybody personally who's just willing to take it off your hands for a little bit of coin, I mean, you can turn it into the quartermaster. I am hungry.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to eat here, Alan. This is not a good place to eat. Yeah, we're going to have to go get some of that street food that we love.
Well, the last Alan they served, they made him a cannibal.
Yeah, no one was happy about that.
So yeah, you would be able to turn into the quartermaster for, a reasonable amount of money. You are not going to get maximum value for everything that you turn in, but you could turn something in, and he would be able to be like, let me take a look at this. I know who this goes to.
Okay, I feel like that's what Merheim would probably try to do.
Okay.
Or we could sell it for more, right? Like we could sell it to like a vendor.
Yeah, you
for
could
a
try to find
good
somebody
price.
to sell it for more.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I combined with Alan and your history with the order, you would be like, that's right, the quartermaster. That's right.
Yeah. Okay,
I gotcha.
of course. All right. Did you all want something to eat? We can all go grab a quick bite from what was the street vendor's name? Bobby. Something.
Yeah, I don't think it's Bobby. But
Something.
I don't think
I don't think I read it.
written down.
The car stall, or I just have car. Oh my gosh, car. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Cart stall owner, 100 years old, human. Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, let's go get some grub, huh?
All right, and you all go out. And
I'll stay here. You guys can bring me like as much food as you can carry.
Yeah.
Well, I have one arm, so I can't carry very much, but...
You all go out, and he is not there, but there is somebody walking around with Shuhan noodles. Like somebody just walking around with a tray sort of tucked over themselves with suspenders. Talking about lo mein. That's what it is. It's lo mein in little cups.
What was that? Shoestring fries, you said?
It's from Shuhan, the place that exists that your other character was for months.
Oh yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm Marcus, and these are my friends, Alan, Mirhim, Althea, and we got a friend, Clyde, in there, and Akca, and we were just wondering how much for all of this food.
All of it?
Yeah, just the whole big tray.
7 gold.
Yeah, here's 10 gold, and we'll just take that inside if you don't mind.
Well, can I keep the tray? I can carry the tray in, and you can put it on tables.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I was just trying to save you some work. Yeah, if you want to come on in, you want to have a drink with us?
I just finished my shift, apparently, so sure.
Oh, great. What's your name?
My name?
Yeah, go ahead and open up that name generator.
My name?
Every DM's favorite part.
Zhaho Zhang.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm probably not going to try to pronounce that name. I'm pretty drunk right now.
Yeah, I
just come on
suggest
in.
none of you do. And he goes in with y'all.
Don't worry, we're just gonna write down other parts about you and not your name.
As Marcus is handling that, as only Marcus could, I think Marahim pulls Althea aside and says, and looks, is she wearing that thread still?
I think she might have, not knowing what to do with it, I was kind of thinking she probably would have, braided it into her hair. She's just been playing with it.
Althea, you have to be very careful with that artifact. That is a very dangerous device, and without knowing how to wield it properly, you could seriously injure yourself or anyone else.
Well, you mean this? And she just points up into her hair.
Yes, and it's probably better to keep it someplace where it doesn't draw quite as much attention.
Well, it's a light up rope, Marahim.
No.
Also, we've been waving it around. It hasn't really done much. I'm sure it's fine.
I highly caution you against holding that in a place. Well, we know that masked men are going to be searching for it. Do you understand?
That's true, but we took him out twice actually.
And we nearly died doing it. Let us not be too foolhardy. We are not immortal, and we are not strong enough. Can I roll a persuasion check or something?
I think she would know that normally she would listen to him, but also she doesn't think that he would be possessed. But the commander did ask her to keep an eye out. So she's going to do it, but she's going to be less confident. I don't know.
Yeah, so you give it...
She'll take it out.
Do you give it to Mary?
She won't give it to him.
Okay.
She'll keep it.
Marahim turns into Caladrius and snaps his fingers and says,
Yeah.
"Rats." Not really.
Alright, I'll be more wary of keeping it out. Did you learn anything else about it, Uncle Marahim?
More, but it is probably best to discuss this somewhere a little bit more under our control.
This is and she air quotes around our tavern.
When she's doing that, I'm trying to climb on top of Alan's shoulders.
Yeah. And Alan is not cooperating.
Yeah, Alan, it's fun. Yeah, I'll just get up here, and then we can...
Don't... What are you doing? What are you doing?
And then I'll get off. But
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I thought you meant...
we do it all the time, I thought it would be...
Well, all right, now that I know that you want to just get on my shoulders, and he leans down.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about Alan, the
The orangutan?
The rooster.
No, the chicken.
Okay, and if there's nothing else that you all need to discuss, we can go ahead and flash to you all getting back to the headquarters.
Yeah, that works for me.
The lo mein is delicious. There is like
can I-
fish, chicken, and
Can
beef.
I interject there before we flash back?
Yeah.
When you guys come back with food to the tavern, Akca is not there,
Uh-oh.
and he's not back at the
Other tavern.
well, not the other tavern, but at the home base. When you guys get there, he's not there at that point either. He's gonna come in late, like very, very late.
Okay. Am I allowed to know where he went?
Yeah, he just decided to go to a different tavern because he didn't want to talk about Lion's Hope shit.
Okay.
He wanted to talk about things since before then and happier stuff. And so he was getting away from these guys, and he's going to be extremely hammered and walk in very late drunk.
Gotcha. Okay, then you all, without Akca in tow, you all eat your lo mein. It's very delicious. And then you drink some more, and you return to the headquarters.
I imagine we have a lot of leftovers, Ben, because Akca wasn't there, and so I'm gonna take them all back and leave them outside of Donatella and Judius's room.
Yeah.
And then they might not be awake, but I'm still gonna leave them there, so they might run into them in the morning or something.
Yeah. You you leave them outside of their door. As each of you prepare to...
day-old room temperature food, thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing that I love as much as noodles in a broth that have been left on a floor.
I'm like carefully placing the like boxes of them in
of
front,
course.
and I'm swaying back and forth, and yeah.
It's just sloshing around like a wet wig.
And all of you go to sleep without incident, except for Althea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as you are sleeping, as you are like laying in bed, you feel like, the feeling of this, my bed is more comfortable. Feels like I'm laying on a cloud. This is weird. Then you blink, and you feel like you are in the clouds, and you're not in your room. You feel like you're having a vision where you're suddenly laying on a cloud in the sky. And you hear someone playing like a fiddle. And you feel sick to your stomach because you're drunk, but as you start to look around, you sort of focus and you get rid of that feeling. You feel like you've just healed yourself.
Oh. What was that? I'm gonna look around for the sound of the fiddle.
Yeah, and you turn, and you see a extremely tall, powerfully built woman sitting, playing a fiddle, sort of moving her whole body as she moves the string, really feeling it, even though it's a softer fiddle. She has very long hair, like down to her waist. It's in very like intricate braids, and her hair is this like bright red, and then her skin is a sort of vibrant gray. It's very odd. And she has a lot of tattoos up and down her arms. And when she sees that you're awake, she smiles at you. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Oh no. I sometimes just wake in the night. However, I've never really woken up in a cloud before.
Oh, sorry, this isn't real.
Oh.
You're
Is it-
fine.
am I-
You're not in danger of falling down and going splat.
Oh, I didn't even think that would have been a possibility. And she like looks down at her feet now, and it's like, should really be more spatially aware. And then she looks. Who are you exactly? Sorry. Well, I guess I'll start. I'm Althea, and you are.
I'm Desdemona. I'm looking for help.
Oh, what can I? How can I be of service?
There are a few of my kind giants, that died without receiving a proper burial. And I am here in between life and death. It is difficult to explain. So, if you could find them, if I point you to them and ensure that they receive proper rights by the customs of their heritage, I would be forever grateful.
And she thinks back to burying her father, and she's like, I will do anything I can to properly send these people on. I am very sorry that it's happening to your people. If my father wouldn't have been given the proper rights, I would feel at a loss. I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you so much. I'll give you a few of my gifts to make it easier. I think that's only fair. The man who helped me stay here when I was dying, he believes that any work deserves a reward. So even you freely giving it to me, I would prefer to give you these abilities.
I mean, it would be rude to turn down a gift.
Right. Well, thank you, Althea.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure.
All right. Do you want me to play you back to sleep?
Sure.
Or I guess to sleep. I don't know if you went to sleep.
You know, I don't really know. But, I mean, your playing was lovely, so whether it's to sleep, back to sleep, or even if I'm not asleep at all, I would love to hear you play.
All right. And she begins to play a beautiful, soft song that when you listen to it, it sounds suspiciously similar to your parents' lullaby. And you go to sleep. And we will, I think we're going to take a break. We'll be back at 7:30. Is that okay with you all?
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody's going to wake up and make constitution rolls for being hungover. So be sure to come back at 7:30 for that.
Well, I did say Althea wasn't actually drinking,
Yeah,
because she was technically working.
You won't have them. You won't have it. I was going to say that when we got back as like a fun.
Cool.
Everybody except for the 22-year-old who barely drank.
Sorry.
The old man is the one being a kid tonight.
All right. Well, we will be back at 7:30.
Desdemona's so cool.
She's a fiddle player in the clouds.
What, so did you design that character, Connor? Or is that a collaboration with Ben, or what's going on with that?
I just told Ben that I wanted to do the Celestial so I could give us a little extra healing, like in combat, since Marcus is wild shape most of the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, and my initial thought was I was gonna swap the cloak that gives you advantage on persuasion checks with Uncle Merahim's Staff of Fire, because he said the thing in there was gave off a celestial vibe, and Daddy Merahim, everyone's gonna find him attractive. So it would work just as well.
I don't think Merahim would give you that staff until he knows what's actually going on in there.
And I initially was thinking I'd make my pact with the thing inside of it, but then Ben was like, "Wait, you're touched by the storm. I have an idea for that." And I was like, I'm down to hear it. His was so much cooler than what I was thinking, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes!"
Awesome. That's cool.
Sometimes it just be that way.
Sometimes it do just be that way,
Yeah.
and I'm so excited.
Well, and the thing inside of the staff, not to spoil it for Merahim's research, it's not celestial.
Wait,
Oh,
why did I think it was celestial then?
Well, I think I said it's divine. I think I said that.
oh yeah, you
I
did say it's divine.
If I said celestial, there is an explanation for that, but I will say that was a mistake for me to say it.
Okay,
But
okay.
there is a explanation I could
No,
give
you
now
definitely-
for why that works.
You did say divine.
You definitely did say divine, and I just immediately was like, "Oh, divine is celestial, I guess."
Okay, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound accusatory.
No, while everyone's not in character, if anybody wants to send me, I'm like just making a composite list of all of the stuff that we have with like magic items, other important things like books or whatever, like information that we've collected. Just for my own sake, because I feel like we always forget what we got. Like I have no idea how many potions this particular group has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one,
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I'm gonna look at it.
So
and I only have my basic stuff. Although I do have 5 rings. I don't know where I got them. I have them. It's from back whenever we were facing the white mask people. I found 5 rings. I don't know what we did with those, but I know I put them in my inventory just now. But I have those. I definitely know we didn't do anything with them. And then the only extra things in my inventory would be the bits of rubble that I picked up from the statues last session, the piece of that coral monster, and then low red.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and we have the black coin that came with, I think it was either wrapped up in the lover's note or it was
Mhm.
wrapped up with the
It was with
card
the
thingy.
It was with the Lover's Note.
Okay.
The Black
Did we-
Narrow Society.
The Black Sparrow?
Black Narrow.
Black.
I guess it would be pronounced Nero, but the Black Nero Society doesn't sound as cool to me.
yeah, and I don't have anything. I know Akca has the Cestus, and I don't know if he has anything beyond that. Also, Ben, my apologies. I hadn't updated my character sheet. I guess when before we started playing.
Yeah,
So
my bad.
no, that was my bad. So the Constitution and Health is different. Than I,
All right.
Yeah, I think I also added. I messed up my dex, and my con should be switched. It should be a 16 dex and a 15 con.
Okay. Hey, 15 con for your level 8 wizard. That's not bad.
Imagine
not-
if he had 2 arms.
I know, right? No, I took the infernal constitution feat, so now Merahim is just hella resistant to things. He's
Nice.
resistant to cold, fire, and poison.
Hey.
Nice. Yeah,
I'm like,
that's pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ian, did you get a chance? Did you read the journal you got?
Ooh, I didn't finish the journal, but I was reading a start of it. The soul magic stuff is very interesting.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to maybe learn that spell, but I don't think it'll.
Oh wait,
come up.
which spell was it?
It's one that you can't technically use because it's a level 6 spell.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep it.
Yeah. Okay. Nathaniel, if you let us know when you're back.
Also, my AC. So my D&D Beyond says that my AC is a 13, but on my sheet I had it as a 14 last session, and then it was it was at a 15 last session because at the start of last session it was a 14, and then I casted the mantle, the storm mantle, which made it a 15.
Well, so
but I don't know why there's 3 different numbers.
It should be 14. Nathaniel's back, so we are going to jump back. I mean, it should base be 14. It should now be 15 if you are the one who is going to be using the thread.
Yeah, but I don't know if I took... Would Merihim have told her that she needed to attune to it?
I don't know.
No.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sunken World Saga. We are an actual play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream, and I have a character sheet up, but they're not in a fight right now. They're just they're waking up in their headquarters. So we are jumping back into Dungeons & Dragons as everybody wakes up and makes Constitution saving throws to see if they are drunk.
After one drink?
Well, okay, you don't have to make one to see if you're hungover. So I guess Marcus and Akca make Constitution saving throws.
I made a con save just because that.
Wow.
Actually, I should make it with advantage because it's technically poison damage because the thing you gave me was disgusting. It sounded like.
That is true. So yeah, make it with advantage.
Wow, 15 twice.
Well, which is better than 6 twice. So Marcus, you wake up.
I rolled with disadvantage, so it's the same with the opposite.
Marcus, you wake up with like a groggy head, but otherwise you feel kind of okay. Akca, you wake up with a splitting headache and a slight churning in your stomach. You feel like once I get some food down, that stomach thing will be gone, but I'm probably going to have this headache unless I get some type of magical healing. Because you've been hungover before, so you know. Magic World. Yeah, I just get a magic health thing, and my head feels better.
It's like a Pedialyte, you know?
Yeah, that's the deal. But you will have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws until you get that fixed up.
He also wakes up with his Aladdin vest worn his pants.
Okay.
And he doesn't know how or why.
Okay. And I mean, we can just kind of jump to it if you all want. Do you all want to head to Dead Man's Ward? Or is there anything you want to do between that?
Oh, I think that Merihim spends most of this day reading as well and researching, just because that's what he does. But
we have plans though.
Yeah, we have one more work. We have one work day, and then we have 4 off days.
Oh, then let's do that. Sorry, I didn't realize that we had off days. I thought it was like an evening thing. Let's do it then.
At breakfast though. Did Marcus just cast Cure Wounds on himself?
I was gonna do it on Akca, but if you want to show off your new powers, I'd be happy to let you do it.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
So at breakfast, if you guys are looking hungover, Althea's gonna say, here, let me try this, and she's gonna put a hand on both of your heads, and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds using her packed magic spells, so it's second level.
I don't think I need it actually, Connor. So I just don't want you to waste the spell slot on me if you don't need to.
Okay. So then I'll just do it on the 1, and that's. I mean, I know you don't need it, but let's see if she rolls better at healing than Aster does.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Jeez. Yeah.
Right.
No, but this doesn't change anything because this isn't you healing yourself.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's 19 points of healing for Akka's hungover self.
Your healer isn't your casting druid; it is your sorcerer warlock. Okay, but you all can eat. It is eggs and bacon day. The bacon being like Canadian bacon, ham. But then there is the vegan option of some toast and jam. But the toast is made with. There's a type of like crushed herb that basically gives a little bit of protein. And it's
gluten-free.
It's made with that. Well, it's not gluten-free. Unfortunately, even this place doesn't have gluten-free options all the time. But they do have vegan options. But you all can go to Dead Man's Ward. I have a bit of history about Dead Man's Ward if Marahim would like to tell everybody with his own, he fills everybody in.
Yeah, you do your Marahim impression.
Wait, quick.
Dead Man's Ward is named after when Lysaray was being attacked and brought into the Empire. This was, there was fighting in the city for a number of days, and this street was difficult to attack because they thought that there was a soldier who just wouldn't die on the side of Lysaray. All right, yep, you've recognized the puzzle of this scene. Nathaniel.
Althea is gonna mask him any faces into Marahim and just be like copying him, walking behind him.
But I'll just finish the story. Basically, out of the Marahim voice. Basically, when there was fighting in the city, a soldier from Lysaray had killed a whole bunch of expanding Empire soldiers, and they became really afraid of him. And one day he died of his wounds, but he had his comrades tie him to a post with his sword also strapped into his hand, so that the enemy soldiers would not advance for a number of days. And they held off for 4 days before anybody went and checked him and saw that he had been dead for a number of days. And his statue is right here. There is a statue of him, and when you get close, you can see that there is blood carved into the statue of where his wounds would have been. But you are on Dead Man's Ward. There are a few shops, a few residential buildings. There is Old Rooster's Tavern, and like most of the buildings, not in Little Lambasa, the buildings are numbered.
Okay.
You taking out Gardo's card. You are looking for the Crimson Eagle Prince fight ring at 122 and an eighth, Dead Man's Ward.
And by the way, I didn't click on that. I didn't see the numbers yet. I just thought maybe there'd be a puppet show, so I thought that was funny.
All right, let's do the puppet show.
Question. If Althea would have... I think Althea, after leaving Marahim, probably would have braided the thing back into her hair. If that was in her hair while she was asleep, would that count as being attuned to it? 'Cause she kind of slept with it in.
Yeah, I'd say so. At a long rest, you have a little bit of time that you can dedicate to attunement. So sure, you're attuned to it.
Cool. So am I at 14 or am I?
So your base dexterity is 10 plus your dex, or your base AC is 10 plus your dex, so that would be 14. You now have a +1, so it's 15.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but you are on the street, and there are people walking around. There's a few, drunk folk. But it's a fun little place. Not really. It's kind of, dirty, grimy.
So, what are we looking for, guys?
That sign up ahead says Old Roosters. Does Alan's parents own that?
Okay, you're a bit, Marcus, you're a bit quiet this morning.
I think Marahim takes a look around. We're looking for 122 and 1/8, correct?
Yep.
Old Roosters is a pub, you said, right?
Yep.
Marahim immediately just walks to this, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
puppet
stall.
show?
Yeah, it's a stall. Oh shit, Aaron's internet died. It's not a puppet stall. Aaron, if you can rejoin us, please do. I'm gonna message him that. We are gonna keep going, unfortunately. So it is not a puppet show. It looks like it is a like spice stand. Like they have a bunch of herbs cut up, and there is a small, like, human woman behind it who is like currently chopping up a bunch of thyme to put into a little like. It's got one of those like cases that has different levels so that you can display multiple things. And she's got one of those, and you all do still have his card and the lover's note.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to her and I'm gonna say, hello.
Hi, how are you doing? Do you want something?
Yes,
some-
I would love.
You want chives?
I would like an ounce of that, yes, please, and
Well,
two.
how many bits do you want?
How many bits?
Yeah,
Not ounces.
I don't do ounces. I do bits.
1 bit of that, and 1 bit of the turmeric over there.
Yep.
And also, remember the legs of a centipede.
Sure, I don't know what you're talking about. 1 turmeric, 1 chive. Gotcha. She packages up like a pinch of each.
How much would that be?
Copper.
I give her a copper.
All right.
Thank you so
She
much.
just looks at you.
I just look back at her, and I pay her in the black coin.
I don't know what this is. I don't accept it.
Oh, sorry, that's my mistake. And I give her a normal coin.
All right. You have a good one, sir, and don't send anybody here saying odd things, because it's clearly not whatever you think it is.
Clearly. Can I make an insight check or something
Sure.
about what I did wrong?
You feel like the thing on the card is a hint to what you're supposed to say.
Oh. I thought it was like, you just be like, oh, you're going to a spice stand. Okay. So I go back and I'm like, well, that wasn't the actual phrasing that we were supposed to be using.
Oh, well. How
Did
do
you
we
walk over to
get
us?
in? Why did they change the code already?
Remember, the leg of the centipede is not the code. It must be some sort of a hint towards what the code would be.
Well, what do they do in that place?
Well, the front is a spice store.
A spice store, huh?
I think
Maybe you
I
have to spend that much to get in.
I think I might have an idea.
Go on ahead, Althea. What's your idea?
Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna walk. Is there like an alley like next to this building on this side of it?
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna go to cast Disguise Self, and realize it doesn't take a spell slot because I'm a mask of many faces.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. But I'm changing into Palgius. Palgius. Is it Gius or Gius?
Palgius.
Into Palgius, and I heard him talk, but it was 2 weeks ago. What did he sound like again?
Hello, it is me, Palgius.
Hello, it is me, Palgius. Althea's gonna come out of
Don't forget the note from my wife.
Oh, yes. I have the note, and the coin, and then I'm going to walk over. Hello, fair lady.
Hi, how many bits do you want? What do you want? How many bits of it?
Could I get a centa? It's 100.
Yeah, it's 100. Sorry, I've been a little groggy because of this hangover. I think it might be 100 though.
Could I get 100
Oh,
of just 100 swords
yes.
and bits?
You know what? We will have to get that from my cellar. So
Do I need to follow you?
Yes, you and your friends. And when she sees Merahim, she goes, I'm very sorry. I misunderstood.
Yes, it's my mistake.
These are my bodyguards. I'm a frail little man.
Right, well, Lady Adelaide is downstairs. Sir Palgius, so she'll be very happy to see you.
Oh shit!
And she
I
just
didn't
sort
think
of
this through.
takes you to a cellar, and she opens it, and you see that there is a flight of stairs down to a long, dark hallway.
And you're holding onto that cloak, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do
Well-
have that cloak. Ayy.
So, pretty handy.
And I think I have the actor feat, so
Oh, you took actor?
I think so. Oh no. Yes, I did. Okay, yeah. So I have advantage on deception and performance checks when trying to pass myself off as a different person. And I can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by other creatures that I've heard for at least 1 minute. And we had that guy talking for a hot second. So
Yeah, really quickly, there's like a lot of like air noises. I don't know if anybody else can hear them.
No.
Yeah, I was hearing them.
It might
too.
be your fan that you brought up earlier.
yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Is
Connor.
Or Connor.
No, maybe. Is that better? Do you still hear it?
Yeah, I don't hear it right now.
No, I don't either.
Sorry, I don't want you to like burn up.
No, you're good.
But you all may enter the hallway, and she closes the cellar. So you are in darkness. If anybody wants to change anything.
I mean, I got dark
Well,
vision.
I have dark vision, and I can't see Lady Marmalade yet.
I also have dark vision.
Yeah, I can't really see anything. I'm just gonna hold on to you, Akca. If that's all right.
Just don't get too fresh.
Would I know the spell, like the new things that I've got? Because I got some things.
I think you wake up
Innately?
and you have a full understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got. Hey. I'm gonna pull the coin out, and I'm gonna cast light on it and hand it to him.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll just hold this out.
Gives you 20-foot radius of light. Well, actually, would I be able to cast it? I don't have. I mean, would I have a firefly or phosphorescent dust?
You can cast it. You have your
Okay.
focus or your pouch, so those aren't money costs.
That's true. Okay. Cool. Here. So you have bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in an extra 20 feet.
Cool.
Well, I should have just cast it on Marcus. That would have been funny. All right. So that's. Should I walk out front?
I think we're just walking down the stairs, right? We don't
Yeah.
exactly have time to decide at a line order for.
I'll just go up front. I mean, we're here to sign me up for the fight anyway.
True.
Okay. You all continue down the hallway. It is 30 feet. So Akca is in front. Then Althea looking like Palgius. Then Marcus and Merahim.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Palthea.
and you all shove the. You get to the back, and there are a pair of iron doors. They are very heavy. You go to shove them open, and you immediately are flooded with light and a great bunch of cheering as you see that there is already a fight taking place.
Nice.
And so this is one that I've never been in before, just to be clear.
No, you have never been here. This one is not in your wheelhouse.
I see someone I recognize.
And you enter, and you see Fontaine dueling, dancing around the ring, shuffling through a great bunch of sand. And you see the ring is basically just a, 2-foot high bit of cement in a big circle with a bunch of sand in it. And he is dueling. You can see a massive Goliath, a Goliath who is bigger than natural, who's wielding a, dueling saber with both hands. And he is basically chasing Fontaine and trying to hit him and not really making contact. And Fontaine seems to just be not attacking. And then, all of a sudden, the Goliath swings.
And that Goliath is getting so many attack of opportunities.
And misses, and Fontaine just takes his rapier and just strikes it across the Goliath's ribs, drawing a line of blood that falls onto the sand. And Fontaine, the second he sees it, just turns, his back to the Goliath, and does a sort of flourish with his sword that ends with it inside of its scabbard, and then he does a bow. And he begins to walk out of the ring.
As soon as we walked through the doors, I dropped the light spell.
Okay. And you watch as the Goliath falls to his knees and shrinks to a normal-sized Goliath. It was odd. Then he walks over and jumps over the ring as well, and everybody kind of leaves the ring. It seems like there's not a fight that's supposed to happen for a few minutes.
Oh, yeah, wow. Akca, you might have to fight our new friend Fontaine over there. You think you could take him?
It depends on which one of us has, what's it called? Plot armor.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you want to get yourself signed up?
Pelgius?
Yeah.
Pelgius?
Oh, it's your girlfriend out here.
Your lover's here.
Bye. And you watch
that is me.
as a woman in a Civil War hoop dress starts running over towards you with a mercenary guard in tow as she comes over. And she comes over and she jumps into a hug, clinging to you tight.
Can I try and step back from it because she'll feel my boobs?
Sure.
Give her the side hug.
Yeah.
So make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Because she is jumping at you where your weight is what she is expecting to have hold her up.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, it's only a 12.
She crashes onto you.
Hello. Hey there, darling. Sorry. I'm not
Jesus.
feeling
The thing
quite
is that
enough. I need
to your characters, Althea sounds exactly like Pelgius.
I'm feeling a little under the weather, so
Oh no!
might want to take a step back.
What is
I
wrong?
don't want to give you a chew.
Pelgius. Oh no! Oh, I have a fight, but why don't you go wait for me in my apartment?
Oh, but I'm feeling fine. I don't mind getting anybody else sick, but it's just you, my darling.
No, why don't you leave and wait for me in my apartment, and I will hurry there once my business here is done.
Oh, because my sweet, and I'm gonna caress her face.
She shudders at your touch.
I can't imagine to not watch you fight.
Oh, I am
have
not
to be here
fighting.
to-
It is base.
Well, yes, but
If you are sick, why
yeah.
don't you go and wait? You have never enjoyed watching the fights before.
Broad. I just want to be with you, even if I can't be like near you. Also, broaden your horizons and things.
Make a
I used to
deception
not
check.
like broccoli, and now I
Make a
do.
deception check. And do you have advantage on deception checks because of the actor feat?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, then just make it flat.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Okay.
I understand, but you should go and rest so that when I come to you tonight, you're well rested.
Merihim's gonna try to casually wander off
Oh, well,
and go talk to Fontaine. 'Cause,
I can.
woof.
Wow, that shows that Merihim was uncomfortable if he would rather go and talk to Fontaine.
That was the point, man.
Well, my darling,
This just doesn't seem like you. Normally, the idea of waiting for me has been part of the fun.
Okay.
well, yes, my sweet, but I just had a pretty tough encounter yesterday, and I
Yes,
just
so why don't you go and rest?
because I can't imagine not being near you, and I'm gonna caress her face again.
She doesn't shudder this time.
Ooh.
I don't understand. You are being so difficult. I have to be here, but you can go and wait for me. I just go to my apartment and wait. Put out rose petals and candles like before.
Just do.
Okay, you're right, my sweet. I'm sorry that I'm being so weird. It must be because I'm not feeling well, and I'll head to your apartment. And she's gonna waggle her eyebrows at him, and we can have a lot of fun then. Hopefully, I'll be feeling up to the challenge tonight.
Of course.
And she's gonna walk away, and I guess when the metal doors close behind me, I'll drop Mask of Many Faces. I don't know.
Yep, and when you come back in, she is not where she was standing before.
Okay.
Merihim, when you walk up to Fontaine, he is discussing something with a bookie, it seems. What?
I'm just gonna listen in.
Yeah. First blood, that was the discussion. That was what we discussed. It was first blood. I drew first blood. I left the ring. I don't understand what's the problem. Well, thing is that he didn't agree to first blood. He thought you were fighting until one of you gave up. Well, but he gave up when I drew first blood. Look, he fell to his knees. I don't understand. Our agreement should stand. And she says, look, I'm giving you 200 gold, but I asked for 400. This is robbery, is what it is. You can take 200 gold or you can leave it.
Can I roll fantasy lawyer? 'Cause-
Well, I think you got to say what you say to be a fantasy lawyer, and then you can roll to be a fantasy lawyer.
okay. Well, by all the fantasy laws that I know.
Now, I may be just a simple Southern fantasy lawyer.
Now, I may be just a simple Southern fantasy lawyer, but, madam, I do believe that the bargain that this gentleman here struck was not with the other opponent in the ring, but with the ring itself. Am I incorrect in that assessment?
No, you're not.
Well, in that case, you should be honoring whatever deals that you made, especially with an institution such as this. As fun as it might be, it's hard to get fighters to continue to fight with you when they feel like they might get cheated by the ring.
All right, make a persuasion check. You used your brain, so roll a d2. Roll just an intelligence check.
Okay.
And that'll be the persuasion roll.
13.
300. And Fontaine goes, "Deal. Hello, Merahim. What are you
Hello,
doing here?"
Fontaine. Wonderful to see you.
Oh, wonderful to see you as well. What are you doing here?
Oh, well,
Do you
I
enjoy-
saw you in the ring, and I thought I might as well come say hi, because Althea was pretending to be someone.
Oh, is that
It
you?
was just unsettling.
Is Althea here?
How might you be?
I'm
Oh, yes,
good.
all of the gang is here. There's something that we are very excited about looking into here. It seems like an interesting place.
Oh, well, that's very good. That's well and good. Do you want to go back and talk to them?
I'm gonna look over. Do I see?
You
Do I
see
see?
Althea and no Lady Adelaide.
Yes, let's go over and talk to them. I did not think this way, and all the way through.
Oh, well.
Now I have Fontaine.
Akka's like wandering around the place and just looking around to see if he can figure out who might be a fighter and whatnot just by looking at him.
Yeah, it looks like at the moment there are two, and I will indicate them once Fontaine is over here, so that I can stop making him follow Merahim. He gets over there and he says, "Oh, hello everyone. It's good to see you all." And you can see this guy over here, the guy in the barrel up at the top. He looks like a fighter. He's sitting in a chair. He's got his wrists wrapped up. And then the gentleman sitting next to Lady Adelaide, he looks like a fighter. He looks like he is from the islands off of the Jade Kingdom's coast. Whereas this guy looks like a Hallandor boy, a hometown boy. And Fontaine comes over, and you all can see, like, he's very sweaty. It looks like he's probably fought several times today. He's not in his blue jacket. He's in, like, a very, he's in, like, a Shakespeare at the Park shirt, but not as nice as the one that you saw him in the other day. Hello, everyone. Did you happen to see my victory?
Yeah, that was great. I was gonna call out to hit him in his bum because he looked like the kind of creature that would be weak against that. But you beat him before then, anyways. So
Well,
yeah, good job.
I mean, I'll keep it in mind, of course. For next.
Guess it was glad to see you win.
Thank you.
Yeah. Akca here, he was thinking of going in and having a fight. Are you signing up for more fights, Fontaine?
Oh, well, they're done with dueling today. So the rest of the day is just fisticuffs. There's 2 more fights scheduled. So, I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that Akca, were you and I to bandy fists against each other, you would come out on top in that regard. But
Well, you never know.
I once tried
There's
to
a lot of
punch.
luck in the world of fighting. It's almost like we're rolling dice instead of...
I'll tell you, I once tried
Sure,
to
just
punch
don't make-
someone in a chair, tied up, being held by someone else, and I missed. So, if someone could lose a fight, even if luck was completely on their side, believe you me, it would be me. But if you're planning to fight, I know that. And he points over here. I know that Gardo, his fighter hasn't arrived. And he's scheduled to fight next. Maybe you could, sort of say, "Excuse me, I'm going to let me fight for you."
I'll head over there now.
Yes, you should probably take a sponsor. Merahim, why don't you go? Someone to,
Nice.
make it look like Akca is an up-and-comer.
Yes, I think that might be an appropriate deal, as I already have an arrangement with the hostess. Shall we, Akca?
Yes. I'm I'm itching for it.
Marcus, are you a gambling man?
Oh yeah, I love the game of cards. Why do you have a wager you want to have?
No, it's just over there. That woman, and he points at the woman who he was having an argument before. She
Miriam, you've gone
she
too
takes
far.
bets.
Oh, I have.
Oh great, yeah. Have you seen him fight before? The fellow that you sent Akca over to?
Oh, well, he doesn't fight. He's
Oh, I see.
one of the people who puts fighters forward. This is his ring, technically. No, Lady Adelaide's fighter is the man to beat. Bonzo, he's a hell of a puncher.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Akca will just lay him out. Yeah, I'll go place a bet. You want me to place one for you too?
Oh, sure. And he just tosses you the 300 gold that he gets set and says, "Put this on Akca."
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, I'll be right back then, and I'll start walking around. And I'll pass by Miriam and Akca on my way over to the woman.
Yeah.
Althea, and before I leave, Althea, you want to go place a bet with me? Or are you just going to stand over here with Fontaine? I know you guys have a kind of strange relationship. Maybe I should just leave you two alone? Can I ask more questions about the dog?
Well, you know what? That actually seems kind of intriguing. Here, place this for me, and I'm gonna give. I'll give 5 platinum on Akca.
Yeah, all right. All right. I'll just I'll see if Miriam and Akca want to place any money then.
Yeah. I've just realized that I've found another one of my Achilles heel that I don't know how gambling works, and every time I have gambling in a D&D game, I'm up against this.
Did you guys want to place anything?
Yeah, I'll give you 40 gold and put it on me.
All right. Yeah, Miriam, how do you think our boy Akka's going to do?
Who's he fighting against again?
Oh, that bloke over there, and I'll point to him. He's the kind of boxer-looking guy beside the woman that Althea was just talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And you all are next to Gardo, and Gardo says, "If you all are gonna fight Bunzo, you gotta win a few times, or just once today, cause it looks like my fighter's not fucking here."
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a fighter, I'm looking for a patron to sign me up.
Yeah. And he looks at Marcus and says, "If he impresses me, go ahead and bet on him." And he gets up and he steps right here and he puts a hand up like a boxing coach and says, "Hit me."
I'll just kind of lazily stand in front of him, but then just hit his hand really hard.
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll for it?
Just roll damage.
Okay. Good, because that was a natural one.
Get out of my ring. Okay, 10 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, he takes it and you see he kind of shakes his hand. And he's not the most impressed he's ever been, but he's impressed. He says, "Yeah, odds will still be against him, but go ahead and bet on him."
Yeah, sure. Yeah, quick question actually. I noticed that bloke over there, and I'll point to the Goliath. Yeah, he was real big, kind of magically big. Are there rules for the kind of magic that you can use when you're in the ring, or is it just your fists and your arms?
If one party is going to be using something to improve them, the other person is allowed to use it as well.
Yeah, sure. And that guy, that bloke over there, and I'll point back to what's the Baldo or
Bunzo.
Bunzo. Okay. Yeah, Bunzo. Is his patron, magical or anything like that we should know about?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he uses some magic in his fight.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'd suggest, I mean, if you got something, I would suggest saving it for him.
Saving it for him? Oh, yeah, sure. All right, then, I'm going to place these bets. Miriam, how about you? You want to put anything down on our boy Akca here?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll put.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I'll put a few. How much are you putting down?
How much am I putting down?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see here. I open up my pouch and I say, well, looks like I have about 389 gold in here. We'll just say 300.
Wow. Very confident. I'll put 100 gold down.
Yeah, there you are, Mayhem. Your voices, I guess we're finding them out today.
Oh,
right.
no, I just believe that...
Yeah, no, you're a gambling addict, I understand.
Well,
I'm going to start walking away.
wait, put another 2! No.
And he says, all right, your first fight is against Whiskey Wallace. Be starting in 5.
Yeah, hi, I'm Marcus. That's the new fight over there, Akca. And the guy he's just talking to was saying that... wait, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her, sorry.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, yeah, I'm Marcus. That's Akca over there, and I just was explaining about how he's the next fighter, and he's going to fight the whiskey guy over there, I think. Anyways, here's all this, and I'll pull out a total of, like...
It is 750 gold.
No, it's more than that, because there's another 40. So 790 gold.
Oh, was there another 40?
Yeah, because Akca put 40 down.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
okay,
40.
my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, the new guy here, Akca, 790 gold.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna win, I think. But he was saying the odds weren't gonna be in his favor, so I don't know. It's probably like 2-1 or something like that.
I mean, it's 2-1, yeah.
Oh yeah, great. And then are there free drinks for people who are betting this much, or?
No, but are you part of his fight team? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm part of his fight team for sure.
all
Yeah,
right, yeah. Then
I don't know.
there's 2 free drinks per fight.
Oh, great. Yeah, and you have like one of those bucket things? I think I've seen buckets in fights that they can spit into.
Sure, they're not usually long fights, but yeah.
Well, but yeah, I mean, it'd just be fun to have one, I think.
I'll have somebody bring you one.
And maybe a couple of the towels or like the robe, the silk robe. You have one of those silk robes?
No.
Oh,
Sorry. This is, he's not Bunzo. He's not the champion, so no.
sure. Oh, so we'll get Bonzo's silk robe when we beat him?
If he gives it to you, it's not like that's not like the champion's, sign of being a champion.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, we'll work out the silk robe situation. Anyways, yeah, 790 gold, and we'll be back in a little bit to collect that. And I'll walk back to the party.
All right. Well, as soon as Marcus walked away, Fontaine does he straightens up, and his body language becomes he takes up a little bit more space, and is standing a little bit less cocky and a little more confidently. What are you all doing here? Is this Lion's business or just business?
And just an aside, Ben, we didn't say this, but I think that we would have taken off our pauldrons for this.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. So, yeah.
For sure. I think that Fontaine he says it, but he says it quietly.
Yeah, sure.
When he realizes the pauldrons are gone.
Because it's you, Fontaine, I guess I'll let you know.
Yeah, 1 second.
We're here on our own business.
Right. Well, that's good.
Anyway, good fight, I guess.
Thank you. He's a good fighter. He's just very big and I'm very fast.
You're right, he was very big, and you are not.
Right. Well, good seeing you.
See you, Fontaine.
And he goes over there
so-
to sit down.
Akca, we're going to fight that guy over there next. I don't know. What do you like to do before a fight? Oh, you're just walking away then.
He's not walking away. He's just stepping to the side because he's literally like getting himself pumped up.
Yeah.
He takes
So
he's not wearing his cestus, so he is like wrapping his hands. With,
they said
like,
that they
tape,
didn't have.
athletic tape and stuff.
Mhm. They said that they didn't have one of the silk robes for you, so I know that might throw off your game.
I don't even know.
All right.
Marahim and Althea make a perception check.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and anyways, so if you get punched in the eye, do I have to make that cut on top of your eye to make it so that you don't bleed, or how does that work?
I'll tell you if I need cut, but I have a feeling we're not going to get any breaks in this ring. So
yeah, sure.
if I'm bruised up, I'm bruised up until I go down.
Well, I got a bucket just in case. All right, I'll just watch from over here, I guess.
Okay, Marahim notices that a robed figure is kind of like massaging Whiskey Wallace's shoulder. And he says, "Do any of us have anything that can..."
Oh, sorry, I just got back.
Oh, sorry. You rolled a 19 on your perception. You notice that someone has taken a robed figure, looks like maybe a priest of some kind, is kind of massaging Whiskey Wallace.
So, and they're supposed to announce when they use magic?
They are supposed to, yeah.
Okay, we can have fun with this.
Could I? No, I guess Armor of Agathis. You can't cast that on someone else, can you?
No, it's
You
only
can't,
that's a
no.
self spell. Don't you worry, none.
What about?
So
well-
if we want to use magic, I can cast this on him.
Okay, so I have two options. I can counter spell.
It seems like a waste of 100 gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
counter spell.
Well, not really. It's an investment.
No, Counterspell doesn't.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a shaving of licorice root out of my component pouch, out of a component pouch I have, and I'm going to say, all right, now this is the main trick, and I'm going to quietly say a few words and like tap him on the chest and do some stuff to try and disguise that I am casting haste on him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh. Well, I've only got the one, so does that make it better?
I think because you're a specialized caster, it just works fine.
You know what? With yeah, I'm just gonna use my portent 14 for this because that seems important. Or maybe it's not important at all. So sleight of hand, that's gonna be a 17 sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't seem like anybody has noticed you yet. And Fontaine walks over just before the bookie starts to step into the ring. Says, "Good luck, Akca. Sure you don't need it."
thank you. Well, I'll accept luck whenever it comes.
Good on you.
Speaking a little quickly for some reason, like he's doing cocaine.
And he kind of like fake punches you in the arm. And the bookie steps to the middle and says, "Everybody, we've got a preliminary fight today. Weren't sure we were gonna get it, but luck came through. So, Whiskey Wallace.
See, it worked. The luck came through.
Whiskey Wallace is going to be fighting a challenger, Akca. So, right now it's 2-1 for Whiskey Wallace. So go ahead and place your bets in the minute that the fighters have to get to the ring. And you watch as...
Oh, come on, Ben.
No, I'm not. She is allowing people to make a bet after the announcement. I didn't steal your money.
No, he's upset because haste lasts a minute.
You stole my haste
Oh,
spell.
I didn't know.
dude.
In the 1 second that the fighters have to get to the ring.
Okay, so Akka's gonna spend 1 minute he pulls out one of those weird metal containers that he always has on him, and he tips one over towards the top of his chest, and oil runs down his chest, and he just starts spreading it all over his arms, chest, and back. And he's like, hey, Marcus, and he like points to his lower back.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Althea, can you lift me up so I can reach that, actually?
Oh, yes. I'll lift him up.
Thank you.
Fontaine comes over and also helps.
Oil up your boy.
No, and Marahim will say that you retroactively cast haste just before
Yeah,
he jumps in.
Maybe that's what my
As-
portent spell
yeah,
was.
Yeah, you
Like,
do it. You pretend that you're rubbing oil in, but you're casting spells.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Yeah, and Akca, I'm gonna go ahead and get those drinks for you too, so they'll be waiting for you after you beat this guy.
Hell yeah, and I'm gonna give Marcus a fist bump.
All right, I should bump him back.
You look over at Whiskey Wallace,
Ah,
who has jumped into the ring, and he takes out a flask and takes a long drink, and then tosses it over, and somebody catches it. And then he presses one fist to his right cheek and turns his face, and then he takes his left fist, pushes it against his left cheek, and puts his head back straight. And then he starts moving to the center of the ring.
Could I go place another 5 platinum?
yeah, and
Oh, no.
Yeah, you could.
as he's going, I'm gonna put my hands up near my chin, and I'm gonna step up and reach out one of my hands to see if he wants to tap fists before we start.
Yeah, and he does.
Okay.
I'm gonna put another 45 gold down too.
All right. Bets are closed. Just because I can't keep doing math. This is Dungeons and Dragons. I do dice math, not any more math.
I'm keeping track of it then. So don't worry
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
thank you.
Yeah.
It'll be doubled if he wins. And Akka, when you come out, he does tap your fists.
Okay.
And you hear Gardo shout, "Fight!" And roll initiative, Akka.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the drinks for him. By the way, then.
Wait, does haste change that at all?
It's doubles, 2 to AC, advantage on dex
Isn't-
saving throws.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't.
Doesn't
No, it
look like it. So your
Initiative is 14.
14. Okay, you go first.
Nice.
Okay, so after we touch gloves, I'm gonna step back a couple steps, and then as I see the way he moves his feet, I'm going to run straight up and just do one of those Superman punches like they do in the UFC. And try and hit him with that. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Alright. So that one does 8 damage.
Okay.
And as I land, I'm gonna come around with the hook. Does an 11 hit?
He gets his hand up and just pushes, kind of like an Aikido move. He just uses your momentum to keep your fist going.
Right. So that's my 2 natural turns, but I get an extra, or 2 natural action attacks, but I get an extra attack from haste, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will throw that now. Does a 15 hit?
15 just hits.
You should have 2 extra attacks.
Oh, really?
Well, Like-
One weapon attack.
no, you take the one weapon. Okay. I
Yeah, the
missed
action can be used only to take the attack. 1 weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Okay, the 15 just hits.
Okay. So that one's gonna do 11. So it's a max damager. And so I'm gonna, when he catches that, I'm gonna use that opening to jab, to just do like an uppercut almost, quick jab into his rib. And then I will use my bonus action to make another unarmed attack.
13 misses. So that one, he just he gets his foot up like Bruce Lee and just stops it.
And I will be over here by the time all those attacks stop. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Where'd you go? I have his sheet up. All right. Yeah, he is going to go. And he is going to sort of drop himself and try and just get a hard punch into your stomach, since you're much taller than him. He's going to use a key point. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have to see if he hits you. Sorry.
Yeah, he has to hit first, right?
Yeah. What was that? Was that 8?
It's an 8. Does not hit.
Okay. Well, then he wouldn't have used the key point on that, so he's going to hit you with his second attack. What does that look like? 15? I don't believe that hits either.
Nope, my AC is 20 with the haste on.
Jesus.
Okay. Then he is just going to instead use his key point to do a flurry of blows.
Oh my god.
And it just seems like he's just punching, and Akca is either ducking or blocking. And that is his
Yeah,
turn.
mostly just throwing my elbows down to block and stuff, but some of them I just shift my hips so that my muscles are protruding and just take the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Merihim is going.
not the perfect spot of it, but just before he would get his power behind it.
Merihim is shifting a little closer to the robed fella,
Sure.
just to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. Akca, it's your turn.
All right, I am gonna do the 3 standard action attacks. That's
15
1,
hits.
2,
24 hits.
so 2 of them hit.
12
All right,
hits.
so that's a total of 16 damage from those.
Right, the first hit, you get him groggy, and he sort of stumbles back from you, and he's down. And with your second hit, you put him down.
Oh,
Oh, that was a waste of a haste.
Level 5 monk is not very strong against a level 8 monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akca, you just paid for drinks for 3 months. Good job.
yeah. So basically, I get him with a quick jab or when he does the stumble, I'm gonna just give him an uppercut, full power, and then I'm gonna start walking away before he falls to the ground.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Michael Bay explosion in the background, but it's just this guy falling through the air.
Yep, and you see a group of people come forward and grab him up and pull him out. And everybody cheers, and Gardo starts coming over to you all. That was great. And the bookie is like, well, literally everyone else here bet against your boy. So that is, and how much is it?
Oh yeah, so let me just add this up here in my brain.
Marcus takes out a little green visor.
Yeah, it looks like you owe me 1,790 gold.
Woof. All right. And she counts that out very quickly. She gives you the 1,700 in platinum, the 90 in gold.
Yeah, that's great. And the next fight then? When will that start?
It starts in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, great. All right. Yeah, we'll be back then. You might need to get out a little bit more gold because we're gonna, bet again on Akca here. So, anyways, we'll see you in a little bit.
All right. Great.
How is Akka's AC at that high? That's
Because
crazy.
monks are a horrible class that should be taken out of the game.
But I thought he dumped Dex.
We changed it to strength.
Oh. Damn.
And Gardo's just like, that was great. That was great, kid. I'm going to tell you something to be honest. And Bunzo's not here when he says this. Look, I show off fighters because Adelaide, she has a lot of people who like watching fights, and I think you could go pretty far with that. I mean, what you were just doing.
I'm just here for an exhibition of it.
Akca, you hear that?
Too old for this lifestyle.
Yeah, he called you kid.
She could make. I mean, she could make you like thousands in gold. I'm just saying, consider it. She'll want to talk to you if you even just do well against Bunzo.
And I just say, well, thanks for looking out for me. And I'm going to give him like a pat on the shoulder and just grease up his whole shoulder.
Yeah, he kind of like slips
Covered
away.
in oil.
And he says, and there's a purse for you. So that's 400 gold coming your way. And Fontaine says, oh, is it? And Gardo just walks away. You watch as Bunzo comes over. Bunzo is a wood elf. He's incredibly light. And he comes over and he steps right here. And he says, how much magic do you want to use?
None.
None?
You look formidable. I would love it to be in person v person.
No magic items, no spells cast?
That's how I would like it.
Alright.
Can I
And I'll
insight
reach
check
out to
into
shake his hand.
He turns back and he shakes your hand. Yeah, insight check if you want.
I don't think he's actually gonna do it. He's actually gonna do nothing. Only a 13.
It seems like he's being honest. And as he steps past you, Marahim, he says, if you do something, I'll see it.
Well, that was only evening the playing field.
And if you all want, you can drink and be merry for 10 minutes while the next fight is set up.
Yeah, and during that time, I'm gonna see if the Whiskey Joe or whatever his name was, is he still like out here in vision and sight anywhere?
Yeah, like he's back on that chair. Let me get his token back.
I'm just gonna go up and see if he looks like he's not too disgruntled. I'll
When he
shake his hand.
He wakes up. He gets healed, it seems, by this robed figure. And yeah, he's willing to shake your hand. That was a good fucking fight, man.
Oh my god, is that guy Rocky Balboa?
No, he's Canadian.
And I'm gonna hand him one of the drinks that Marcus got for me.
Oh, hey, thanks, sir,
Say,
brother.
yeah, I'll drink to a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight. And I think my dog has something, so I have to take that from him. I'll be right back.
I think Marahim goes up to Marcus.
Oh yeah, Mirahim, looks like here you won 290 gold. Congratulations. We could bet it again if you want. And Althea, you got 20 platinum. And and then 600 for you, Fontaine. So how do you think he's going to do against this guy?
Oh, thank you. 600 gold, that's quite a lot. Oh, well, I think he's got a chance. I mean, he destroyed that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Akca's a real good fighter. I think he's fine. We could get one of those silk robes for him when he wins. I think that would be fun.
Oh, sure. How much does that cost?
Yeah, I don't really know. I've never really bought one before. Maybe we could ask a new friend over there when he beats him.
I'm keeping my eye over on the punch boy that just talked to us.
You notice, so he is like he's like shirtless, just in like loose fitting pants, and you notice that he has started to unwind some bandages that he had wrapped around his hands, like his knuckles and his fingers were bare, but then hand and up his forearm, like up to his elbow, he had wrapped really tight, and he is now taking those off.
Oh.
So he's taking off a magic item. Probably. If they said they're not going to do magic, so I have a pool of healing dice. If I were to send those in to Akca,
if somebody
at
noticed,
some point, would that be noticeable?
It could be by the right people.
Do you have subtle spell? You are a sorcerer.
Do I?
What's your meta magic?
No, I have quickened and I have twinned.
Okay.
But I do have a high sleight of hand, so that could be something.
Fontaine would like to gamble another 500 gold onto
Oh my gosh.
Akca.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put whatever I made. I'll put it on Akca.
Okay.
Um,
Then-
I'm gonna up mine. I'm gonna do 30 platinum. So it's all my platinum.
Okay. And Potts, did you want to double down, or did you want to?
Just put another 40 gold.
Okay, so not so you won 40. You're like 40 up right now, so just 40.
Well, I bet 40, so yeah. So just like do the same bet again.
The same bet again, so 40 again. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm also gonna add. I'm gonna add 61 to it. So 30 gold, 60 or 30 plat, 61 gold.
Okay.
Just because I
Trying
have
to make it
261.
difficult.
Well, I just have 261, so
Okay.
Akka's about to get destroyed, and we're gonna lose everything.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's what
Um,
I'm expecting too.
But hey, if we win, I'm getting 700 gold back.
Wait, Fontaine,
Yes.
have you seen that man fight before?
Oh, yes.
Is he better than Akka?
He looks at Akka and says, "Well, I can't really be objective. Akka's my friend."
Well, be as objective
I'm gonna-
as possible.
I'm
Sounds
gonna
like this guy
detect
might be a
thoughts.
lot better.
I'm gonna detect thoughts. I'm gonna cast it when he asks that.
On Fontaine?
Fontaine.
On Fontaine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you just doing surface level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
and
right
he,
now.
And he is thinking, well, Akka won't believe me if I say I think he's better without qualifying it. That's what he's thinking.
Oh. I'm just gonna nod at Merahim. I'm gonna look at Fontaine. I'm gonna say, "What's your most embarrassing memory?"
What? And you see a extremely Bronx. Stop it. You see an extremely well-dressed little boy, very chubby, very bad hair. You see that he has fallen into a bunch of mud, and there are a bunch of extremely well-dressed other children pointing and laughing at him.
Oh.
And he says,
Well-
I don't think that's not important. We're talking about Akka's chances in a fight here.
Oh yes. She's gonna look down and drop the spell and say, "You're right. Sorry."
I mean, it's fine. What's your most embarrassing moment? I'll share it if you share.
No, I don't really think I have one. I don't really
Wow.
feel embarrassed.
Very good life, then. Akka, I think you'll win.
Well, thanks for your confidence.
If I was capable of doing magic, I would offer it to you, even though you had agreed not to cheat.
Oh, I would deny it, but thank you. It's very kind. Ben, just for reference, when we use the word magic, does key count as that?
Bunzo sends you a note that says key doesn't count.
Okay.
Key's fine.
Okay, gotcha.
Which
Are
is
you, you're a drunken.
That's what I was assuming, but I just didn't want to be like, I do this, and you're like, oh, you do? Well, cheaters.
No. I was tempted in that moment that you asked me to be like, oh, I don't have to play a class that I don't like or understand. Yeah. No key. But no, the key is allowed.
I'll play Bonzo for you. I like monks.
I like them. There's so much that they can do all the time.
Yes, they're the secret best class of D&D.
They're fighters, but not my favorite class. So, Marcus, are you... I've got the air back, Connor, I'm sorry. Marcus, are you putting the bet down?
Yeah, hi, it's Marcus from before. I just won all that money. And anyways, Akka's going to go back in the ring, I think, pretty soon here. And I just wanted to put all of this, and then all of this too, and then this bag as well onto Akka. So it looks like it's about 1,700 gold.
Right.
What are the odds again in this fight?
5-1.
5-1. Oh, great. Yeah. Actually,
Oh,
if
boy.
that's the case, here, I'll just go ahead and put in another 200. Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't have that much. Yeah, another 100 then.
And Fontaine goes, oh, do you need more gold? And
Oh
he
no,
runs
that's
across
fine.
and says, "Oh, you're trying to make it an even number."
Yeah, 1800 then.
He is
on
200 more.
on Akca, and great. And more drink tokens, right?
Yeah, here you go. And she gives you tickets.
Oh, awesome!
She
Yeah,
gives you
great.
kaiju tickets.
You know what? I'll run over. I'll throw down another 100 gold.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right then. So, yeah, that's a 1900 gold then. Don't
No, I
worry
think
about it,
that's
Ekka.
No, it
2,000.
just became 2,100.
Where did that come from?
You were at 1,800, and Fontaine went over and gave another 200, and then Althea just gave another 100.
Oh, I didn't realize Fontaine gave 200. Okay, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are gonna, because he's trying to keep track of everybody so that everybody gets their right amount back. So
Okay, I'm sorry. So Fontaine
Oh.
gave a total of 700.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
have
fine,
mine
that's
written
fine.
down. I have 161 gold, 30 plat.
Okay. You look over and you can see Adelaide is whispering something into Bunzo's ear, and he is like hunched over, his elbows on the, like, he's like basically kneeling, but he's like just holding himself up with his elbows. He's not actually.
Yeah. When I see that happening, I guess I feel like I need to do something too, as his like second or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, Ekka, it looks like he has kind of a weak jaw. Maybe you could aim for that. And what else about him? He's an elf, so I don't know.
You look over and this guy has a cobalt jaw.
Yeah, I figured. Looks like he's an elf. I don't know if there's special elf things that you could do where you punch them in a special spot and they fall over, but maybe you could try that.
It's hard to wrap your arms around their head and put them to sleep. That's my experience.
Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I was about to say that, actually. Don't do that.
Can I do like a medicine roll to like see if I notice any weak spots on him? If he had like any surgeries,
Yeah, sure.
broken bones.
What does the second normally do, Akka?
Nope.
Let me.
That guy is pristine.
What do you need from me here? Yeah, I got the bucket. Spit into the bucket. I always see that.
Just have my drinks ready, have my spit bucket ready, and you know what? Try and get yourself a bucket of water. That way, if I go down, you can wake me up. And please don't mix up the spit bucket and the water bucket.
The water bucket. Yeah, sure. I could see how that would be bad. All right. Well, best of luck. Don't worry about all the gold. It's not that much, actually. And
Yeah, it was only 40. I only put 40 on it.
yeah, see, exactly. All right. Well, have fun. And I smack him in his butt.
Oh no, he takes bonus damage because that's your favorite enemy.
Yeah.
As soon as you start to move, Akka, Bunzo leaps into the ring. And on
Okay.
bated breath, I'm going to let my dogs outside.
Okay.
Can Althea like sit on the concrete wall? Do you guys think? Like during the fight?
Probably.
Just be
What do you
careful.
think? Did this guy use any magic?
This guy could throw me against that wall for all we know.
Yeah, and then I can, cast your wings while you're bumped up into my leg.
I know that gold is all imaginary, but I feel like this is such a low gold campaign. Please don't lose.
I mean, you all just this session got like 200 gold.
I know, but wizard spells are so expensive to learn.
That's very true. Okay, so Bunzo steps to the center and he holds out both of his fists for you to bash.
Yeah, I'll do the same, and then I'll back up a couple steps.
Yep, and he backs up and he bows.
I'll do I'm not used to that, so it's more of a nod.
Yep, and then you see he goes into not like a boxer's stance, but like he turns his body towards you, so he's a smaller target. He has one fist forward and sort of low, and then one like open hand inside of like kind of like a claw motion right next to his face. And his front leg is super extended, and then his back leg is like coiled.
Uh-oh.
And please roll initiative.
That's more usual.
No.
Okay. And you hear begin! And as soon as they do, like, fucking lightning, this guy is next to you.
And you see
God.
even Akka's just like, shit.
And
As
he
soon as
just
this flash of light comes at him.
immediately throws a kick.
That misses.
Not one.
He falls off of his game, and so he like kind of goes down, and then he rockets up into an uppercut.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay, you get
Oh my
hit for
God.
12 points of bludgeoning damage, and let me check what damage type it is. You take this. There is no attack roll for this. Sorry, you take 5 thunder damage, so you took 17 damage.
Wait,
He's
what?
using magic?
Nope, that's key.
17.
Oh, he's 4 elements monk? You're gonna win. Doesn't matter how strong this guy is.
Nope. Yeah, you took 17 points of damage total. As basically just when he punches you, it's like a super loud noise as your head is rocked back. And then he is going to sort of lower himself. Or that's not even key, that's just a thing that he does. He lowers himself and he's going to try to kick you again. 23? Okay. So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, not manifest blow. I clicked that by accident. Sorry. That only happens his first hit. So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right. 7 points. That puts me at this.
You got this, Akka.
Constitution save. Natural 20.
Yeah, and you feel just fine. Okay, and that is his turn. Oh, wait. He backs up to right here, and you don't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Alright. I will go up.
And when he backs up like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Okay, your turn.
And I'm going to, I'm kind of bobbing and weaving my way up to him. And then as I come in here, I'm going to actually, fake a right hand, but actually come in with a hit down onto his hip. So I'm going to make, a wide sweeping punch at his hip. Let me roll for it. It's a 24 to hit.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So that one will do 10 bludgeoning.
Sure.
The second, I'm going to make a second attack. Does 15 hit?
No, on the second attack, however you attack, he basically just moves back away from it, and then moves back into your whole zone.
Okay, yeah. So I just I try to do an overhand swing since I'm kind of crouched down for my left one, and he can just lean back if he wants to do an easy dodge on it.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Okay, so those are my attack action. I will spend a key for Flurry of Blows and make 2 more unarmed strikes.
Okay. 18 just hits. 27 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that is a total of 20 damage from those hits.
You hear
And-
Althea yell from the edge, "Make him wait!"
I will spend a key to attempt to also stun him. So con save DC is... Oh, I always have to recalculate this because I'm dumb. 14.
Oh,
All right, and he is stunned. So go ahead and take your next turn as I let my dogs inside.
Yeah,
His
get him,
AC is
Akka.
18.
Hey, you guys want to try
I'm
out
going to
this spit
spin
button?
around there.
wait, is he still stunned on your turn, or no?
Yeah, it's at the end of Akka's turn. He's stunned.
So does
Like,
that mean
he's
I have
kind of-
advantage on each?
Yeah,
turn?
that's what
I'll
I
wait,
mean.
I'll wait
Advantage
for
on
Ben
each
to
hit.
find out. I'll
Yeah,
wait.
advantage, so the 20 hits, and that'll count as
Okay.
your first attack.
All right, and then I'll just go ahead and roll to hit for the second one. 22.
22 hits.
Awesome. All right, so 1. That's 11 on one, and 9 again on the other, so 20 total. for those 2 normal attacks. I will spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. Let's go for it. So
17 misses.
okay.
It's just like he is in just such a perfect pose that he somehow blocks that one. 24 hit.
Okay. And that's 11 damage. Wow, I keep rolling max damage.
Yep.
This is really lucky.
Okay, and then with that punch, basically when that connects, he starts moving again, and he is just taking like sweeping steps back, and then he is going to come in and just kick you. Like he basically just comes in and does like one of the...
Wait, I didn't end my turn. Is this something different?
Oh, no, that was his turn. I'm sorry, I thought that was your last attack.
It is my last attack, but since I hit with Flurry of Blows, I'm going to use my open hand technique. I'll link it.
Shit.
I'm going to... He has to make a strength saving throw. If it fails, he gets pushed up to 15 feet away from me.
You automatically fail strength saving throws when you're stunned.
Okay, then he is pushed 15 feet away from you.
Okay, he can't take any reactions until the end of his next turn. Oh yeah, it can't, so you can't take it. And do I get an opportunity attack from knocking him away from me?
He does not take opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Sorry, that's
so
the
yeah,
thing.
then I end my turn.
Okay. And then he is going to just like with these sweeping strides sort of come over here, and he does the thing where he like steps with his off foot to get power with the foot that's closer, so you think he's going to like try and roundhouse kick you, but then he just darts his foot up to kick you in the face.
Okay.
Oof. Misses.
16
That
misses.
misses.
Okay, he drops it, and he's just going to punch you. Basically doing like he like drops the kick, and then he just like punches you sort of going down. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage, and only the thunder for this. So you took 14.
Oh no, you decided not to use it. You can't retro. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's just when he hits the first time he gets that.
Gotcha.
Dang, what monk is this?
Living weapon monk. And then I need you to
so
make
wait,
a
10 plus 8, so 18.
Yep. And no, wait, sorry. That one was just 10 plus 4. It was only the thunder damage, so 14.
Oh right, but it was on a crit hit, so doesn't that get doubled since it's a dice roll?
Oh, yeah, you're right. 18.
Okay.
And then I need
so
you
wait,
to
that
make a
puts me at-
Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I'm just putting my health right where it's supposed to be. Con save. It's a 13.
All right, you succeed. You were not stunned.
Okay.
Nice.
And he is going to throw one more punch at you.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he is going to back up to right here, and it is your turn.
Oh, I am a Wolverine.
You got it, Akca.
Get it, Akca!
So I'm going to use my action to wholeness of body, and I'm going to regain the full, what would that be? 3 times 8.
3 times 8 is
24 hit
24.
points. So I'm going to regain 24 hit points,
Okay.
which puts me here, no longer bloodied. And I'll spend a key. Oh, wrong way. And I'm gonna use
Patient
Where is
defense? Is that the one?
yeah,
The one.
patient defense. That's right. That right there. And use the dodge action.
Nice.
And I'm going to, while I'm doing this, I'm just circling around him to here.
Yeah. And he just comes over like a dart and like jumps up so that his head is parallel to yours and is just trying to roundhouse kick you.
All right, he has a disadvantage since I used dodge action.
Sure. All right. He falls, and you hear like he goes, "Ugh," like he landed on his foot wrong. So he's going to kick you again with disadvantage. The other foot. He tries to flick it up, and he has disadvantage. I guess he has disadvantage on all of them. So
Yeah.
-1 to this, so 10.
Yeah, that misses.
And then he is going to take a step back, and you see him basically just get into a stance so that he doesn't get hit.
I'm sorry I did that and decided that we were going to take forever to finish this.
That's all right.
Hey, that's a fair move.
That's what a monk does. It's your turn.
Okay. So I am going to leap up towards him, and I'm going to try and come down with both fists in rapid succession, just like a hammer swinging straight down from both of them.
Sure. Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. So that's a 13 on that one.
You miss with the first one. He just, like, pops both of his hands up, like in a sort of, like his hands form an X, and then they just go out, so that he just blocks both of them.
Oh, well, that's one attack at disadvantage.
Sure. I'm just saying he blocked that attack.
Yeah. Next one is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that one he just dodges.
Damn.
Okay, I'll spend a key point, and I will Flurry of Blows. So 2 more of these at disadvantage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
So 20 and a natural 1.
20 hits.
Okay. So
You-
that's another max damage.
How do you put him down?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So so when I try to come down on him and he blocks both of my swings as I land, I just let the grease on my arms let me slip, and so I pick him up, like I wrap both my arms around his body, and I just suplex him and just like throw him back, so he like goes flying behind me and he just lands on his back.
And he crashes, and he doesn't get up, and everybody loses their mind like they just lost all of their money. Aaron, how much money did the party win total?
Oh man.
In total, the party won 10,500 gold,
Oh my god! Yeah.
that includes Fontaines.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Nathaniel, the turn that you stunned him, like your 2 turns in a row, you got him down to 2 hit points.
Oh wow.
And you all watch as basically no one goes to collect him, because Lady Adelaide starts coming around to your all's group.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna grab up that water bucket and I'm gonna come over here and see if I can use it to wake him up and help him to his feet.
Yeah, you brush it on him, and he makes a dexterity check. He does the like pop from his back up onto his feet, and then he just kind of like rubs his temples. Says, "That was a good fight."
Yeah, you're tremendous. That I can still. I don't think my hearing will be back in a while. The way you thumped me on the head.
Not tremendous enough. Should have beat you.
I'll take.
And he gives you a smile.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna, do the classic, dude, bro, super awesome guy handshake where you grab each other by the
forearm.
Forearm, yeah.
And then do you like pull him up to his feet?
Oh, he already kicked up, right?
He kicked up, but he's like squatting basically.
Sure. If he goes
Yeah.
for the grab, I will.
You pull him up, and then he says, "You're all right, LaRusso."
Yeah. Cobra Kai never dies.
But then he goes over here, and he jumps out, and you can return to your friends. And you see that Adelaide is waiting, and she's ignoring your friends, and she says, "Excuse me, I find you very intriguing."
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to talk to me. I'm his agent.
I was wondering if you would like to come to a party as a guest, and if you chose, you could be involved in a fight where a great sum of money would be on offer. But simply to have you as a guest would be fantastic. Someone of your caliber. I didn't believe anybody here would be able to beat Bunzo.
Well, I mean, it was close. So
Certainly, but
maybe next time I wouldn't.
perhaps, but the people who will be fighting at the party are just below Bunzo, so you have a very good chance of making a great deal of coin. You chose to come as a fighter, but I would be honored if you came as a guest. And one of your friends would be invited. You would like to bring one of them along.
Is this
I'm
a
gonna have
thing
to
that
look at it,
happens regularly?
Well, once
Or is it a once in a lifetime kind of thing?
I think if you say no, it will become once in a lifetime.
Well, I don't mean that, but I was wondering if maybe I could just come as a guest and then, after watching, see if it's something I would want to participate in as a fighter.
Certainly that would be feasible. So let me... and
Well, I
she-
don't see much harm in that. Do you, Marcus?
Yeah, we're gonna have to check your schedule, your fight schedule.
Oh, of course, but... And she pulls out a coin purse and fetches a familiar black coin. And says, keep this under wraps until the party. That's your way in. Let me write down the address. And she writes down the name of... And you all have lived here long enough. You know that it is a palace of the... Rosie. Of the Suetonian patrician family.
Okay.
Well, I look
And
forward to seeing you
I
there.
don't know if you noticed, but that man over there, when I first got here, he was pretty impressive in the ring. He does sword fighting, though. I don't know if it's the same thing for
Yes,
your party.
and she turns and like very condescendingly, like Fontaine is much taller than her, but she like leans forward. I'm sorry, we don't do exhibitions of swordplay. So, look forward to seeing you. It's in 10 days now? She gives you a smile. And then she turns and starts walking back.
Okay.
Oh, she was French when she was introduced, huh? That was weird.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fight changed her accent.
Yeah. She was putting on airs.
That's what it was. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah, Akca, you were great in there. I've never seen you fight inside of a ring like that before. Can see why you had a whole another life doing that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, there's parts about it I miss. But, not enough to go back.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Not
we
for
just
good,
made
at least.
a lot of gold. Is there anything you've always wanted that you've never been able to afford? Because we can buy anything right now.
Well, let's, maybe we should, and I'm gonna, like, kind of lean my face away from the other two, and just be like, perhaps we should save that until after all this Lions business.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Maybe we could buy ourselves out. Maybe there's like a contract or something that we could give the money to, and then leave.
Or
At the
just once
mention
it's
of-
over, we can use it to travel and live out the rest of our days in a happier way.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's go ahead and collect it. And here are your 2 drinks, and I'll hand them the ales.
All right, and I will give them a good drink, both of them.
Althea will go with Marcus because it's going to be a lot of coin to carry.
Yeah, Althea, I think you're going to need to carry most of that, actually. Hello, it's Marcus from before. I put down the bet on Akca over there, the one that won. And it was 5-1 odds, and by my count, that's 10,500 gold that we won.
Yes. Here you go.
Maybe you could just put it in one of those barrels over there?
No, I think it'll just be in platinum.
Yeah, but it's still a whole lot.
It's still a whole lot, isn't it? Isn't it a whole lot?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real
Well,
shame
also we-
everybody else lost.
We kind of need that whole, the gold split up different ways too.
Yeah, we'll work that all out.
No, I'm going to give you. She wasn't British either. I'm going to give you 1,050 platinum. That's the amount of money that I'm going to be giving you.
Yeah, we better just count it all out right here, just to be sure.
Yep. 1, 2,
Keep going.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And over here, Fontaine just goes, "You were incredible! That was amazing! You were just punching him and kicking him and then grabbing him and throwing him into the sand and he didn't get up. I mean, that was... Look, what I do is fine, but what you do is impressive."
Oh, I don't see the difference. I thought yours was just as impressive.
I didn't throw anyone into the sand and then have them not get up, which I would love to do. Come here, and he kind of like grabs you jokingly and pretends that he's going to throw you into the sand. And with you all getting the obscene amount of money.
So that's all winnings, but then there was the purse for Akca over there, because he won.
Right.
So that's another 400 gold, or you could just give us another 40 platinum.
Well, it's 800 because he won 2 fights in a row.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you for being honest. Yeah, that's really sweet of you. You could go ahead and start counting those out.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And with you all getting all of that money, that's where we're going to leave tonight's session.
Aaron, I don't know if do you have the math for like which each person gets, just so I can change my
So
my character sheet with it.
Including the purse that you just won, Potts, you got 1,000 gold, and I'm going to give you 1,000 of my gold. So that's 2,000 gold.
Okay.
And
so that's 200 platinum, right?
200 platinum. Yep. Althea, you got 2,305 gold. Mirahim, you got 1,450 gold. And I got minus the 1,000, 2,045 gold.
Insane.
All right.
I was worried about how much money I had, Ben, when we were talking between sessions, and I'm not as concerned anymore.
I would still like it if Marcus was. I would still like it if Marcus was frugal enough that the encounter I have planned could happen. But
he would anyways. That's
all right.
More in character for him. So.
Well, hey everybody. Wednesday we're gonna be back with the Thorns. And don't worry, the Thorns are not going to make this much money. If you're a Thorn,
does the world even have any more gold to give?
If you're a Thorn and you're watching,
we are the 1% now.
No, Adelaide is the 1%.
Let's burn our place down.
I mean, Fontaine is the top 20%. He is just unaware because he doesn't know what gold is worth. But hey, we'll see you Wednesday. And like I said, I'll be tweeting out the 2 documents if anybody wants to read them on Twitter. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.